Goonternational. Goonternational. Exciting time. That was the upper bracket final. Oh, upper bracket semi-final. Well, alright, Clever Clugs. I always think it's the upper bracket final. Then you got the lower bracket final, and then the grand final. Think of it that way. Get my casting voice on. Six items from my wish list are on sale. Pimp. Who's messaged me? It's Paul. No, Paul. Oh my goodness, we've had so many emails. Holy shit. In the last 2 days, 30 emails for the Triforce mailbag. It's like this every time there's a mailbag episode that features a subject that captures the imagination of the people. Ali's on a team, right? With Llama and Mori, is that right? I mean, the fact that Ali is allowed into GTI is, frankly, a disgrace. I'm against it. That's a good email. Interesting. Thank you. This is another good email. God damn. Okay, this is another good email. Jesus. Also an interesting email. Good God. I've highlighted like 50 emails that I want to read out on the podcast. This is a problem. I can't read this out. This one's it's too favorable to me. I mean, so the thing is, if you look at Ali's rank, shit, he's Legend 2, but he's clearly not Legend 2. He just loses a lot of games. I will message Purge. Ugh.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
フィバーズジャストレサベット4 54万図グッドイブニング
Arigato. Arigato. Dumbest injury sustained in bed. Interesting. Yeah, that'll go in the mailbag.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
イルサンドジャストレサベット4 30万図ハロー
Thank you. See, I'm going to run this one by you guys, all right? You let me know what you think of this email. This is an illustration of the kind of emails I get that I'm like, I don't know if that's really interesting enough. So here's the email. Hi, Pyrion. Reference to Triforce 254. You all spoke about men unwilling to accept help with packages, etc., whilst Sips noted he was begging for help at all times. Quick story. I had to buy a washing machine at a discount warehouse in Newcastle, Australia. Plenty of staff, and I found the top-loader washing machine with no issue, as my parents had the same model. I picked the unit in less than 2 minutes, but had to wait 20 plus minutes to have the thing, as 4 staff mumbled around on how to get it into my car because a trolley wasn't available. I guess everyone was concerned about weight and didn't know what to do. Eventually I said, "Can I just take it?" with their reply being, "Yeah, but it's really heavy." At this time I was prime rugby fitness, I was a prop, bent down and picked it up over my shoulder, showed my man card, and walked out the door as my now wife was parked in a no parking zone. The best part was the discount warehouse had a Sprucker salesman with PA speaker out front. As I walked past, he took advantage and exclaimed, "Look, the appliances are literally walking out the door." See, I'm just not sure that that is good enough. And I apologize if you guys feel that kind of email should make it in. But to me, that's just a lad showing off and just not a very interesting email. That's my feeling on it. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing there to talk about. Oh. Alright, that's better. That's not good. Yeah. Yep. That's a goodie. What's this? Timestamp 120. My ad blocker is fucking useless these days. So, someone said to me the day the Bristol Pusher was born, and it's this moment that I think it's Lewis gets pushed out of a boat.
I just died! I just died! Fuck you!
So that is quite a famous old clip. So, Snoog, it was fine with Chrome for the longest time. Like, the longest time. And now it's gone to shit. Good evening.
How's it going?
I just remember we don't actually need to even be in the lobby. We can just watch your stream.
That's true. It's very true. But you might want to click around. Well, maybe you don't. I don't know.
I won't. Kev might. All right. I will attempt to join. Can you just invite me to the lobby and maybe it'll drag Purge?
Unfortunately, it does not. You will have to join.
All right. I think Kev's already on here. Yeah, he is. Wait, so I have to join manually?
You have to join manually, like a pleb. I'm sorry.
Custom lobbies?
Yes.
Yeah, there it is. Let me just grab Kev. Hang on. He's already in. He's already in, by God. How are you, GDoe?
Oh, doing excellent. I'm so glad to be in the semi-finals of in the upper bracket.
So, have lost many games so far?
They have not lost many games. I think they've only dropped one game, possibly.
Good
Let me
God.
double check that.
And Halo 3 soundtrack?
Halo 3 soundtrack didn't quite crush. In their group, they came third place.
I see.
Actually, this is a same group revisit. Team and Halo 3 soundtrack were in the same group. So during the group stage, Halo 3 soundtrack lost 4 out of their 6 matches. But here they are, upper bracket.
Kevin!
Hello?
Hello!
Hello, sorry I'm late.
That's alright. So, because we don't have an OBS, if you want, and I'll be doing this, I just watched GDoe's stream. GDoe is our observer, and we watched it through Discord, which works fine for me. So if you can't be bothered to, if you want, as the analyst on the stream, you can of course watch in game and look around, but I won't be. So it's your call.
Okay.
Thank
yeah,
you. Thank you for coming. By the way, this is like I said, the upper bracket semi-final. Team are the favourites and have only dropped one game to this point. Halo 3 soundtrack are definitely not the favourites. Although I will tell you, Duck T is a decent carry player, certainly when I've played with him. But Munchee on the other team, on Team he was like a high ancient player, and then through losing too many games by goofing around, his MMR has tanked down to Legend 2. But he is definitely much better than most of the lads in this, I would say.
I see, which does happen when you throw a little bit too much.
Exactly
have
right.
a little bit too much fun.
He had way too much fun. Right, I'm going to watch GDoe's stream because I'm a lazy boy. Wait, what do I click here?
It says live, but Oh, I figured it out. Hover and then watch stream. Hover without clicking.
10 seconds.
There we go.
5 seconds.
Excellent. We've got the Divines versus Halo. Why are they called the Divines? People are upset.
Are they
People
actually
are
divine?
No, they're not. But people are upset that I think Ali, aka Munchee, is too good. That's the concern. Who else was divine? It wasn't any of the other lads. So DafNotDaff is appalling. Absolutely appalling.
Okay.
I've played Dota with him for a long time, but he's probably still better than quite a few of the goons. Just a first pick Medusa. I wonder what
First pick Medusa.
that is first pick.
Is that a strategy that they go for? Why don't they just pick anti-mage?
I mean,
maybe if there's no anti-mage player.
They could ban it at some point, but no. But then want to pick an anti-mage.
It's a good question. Yeah, it's kind of it's not really a super popular hero right now. Is part of the problem.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's really gonna be what they want to do here, but
Are you back in Wisconsin, by the way, Kev?
I am. Yeah, I'm back.
How is the weather there in November?
It's a little chilly, but it's fine.
Define
big
chilly. Is it icy?
No, it's not that cold yet.
Is there
It's basically
there's no
you
snow?
just need a jacket.
Okay, so is it comparable to when we were in Sweden last?
Yeah, probably about there. Maybe a little
Okay.
bit colder, but
Okay.
so it's fine. Not a big deal. Is it colder for you yet?
No, not really. It's going to be colder later this week, but not that bad. Centaur. Okay. I quite like Centaur, I'll be honest with you. I think he's quite a useful lad. He may not be the most impressive, but I think his ult is really good for running away or for jumping people unexpectedly. Because a lot of times, the supports and everyone is kind of sluggish. And quite often the goons are out of position. If they can run very quickly, they can very quickly get into a good position, which I think does matter.
That's helpful. Yeah, I think I just like him because he's for the average player, just because it is a stun. You're going to be able to initiate easier and not get punished as much too when you get jumped on. So I think he's fine, and he's just kind of like you build tanky items and you kind of win your lane no matter what type hero.
He's hard to beat, and you don't die much. The lads hate dying.
Dying is not good. I mean, I die too much. I value my life a little bit too little, unfortunately. But yeah, it makes a big difference not dying. That's for sure.
I don't know what position you normally play when you play. What do you go for?
Me, I play basically everything, but my weakest role is carry. But
Yeah, same.
But I'm best at like offlane and 5 probably.
Carry is so boring, dude. Like, so boring. I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, it's yeah, especially like the first like laning stage. I really have a boring time playing the hero. I'm like, wow, I don't really want to sit here and like not be strong for a while. That's just not a good time.
It's boring. I like
It
mid.
is.
I like mid when I play with the Discord stacks, because I feel like, first of all, rotating is always fun. Getting like trying to beat the other guy in lane just as a challenge, I enjoy that a lot, and sort of learning the matchups and being like, okay, I'm gonna have to sack off this lane and just get as much as I can when I can and just stack the jungle. Like learning to make those decisions and itemizing. You've got no one watching you. You can kind of do what you like.
Yeah, that's true. That part's helpful. The downside is that I personally tend to be too passive. Like I'm like, oh, I'm getting my farm. I go in jungle, and I don't gank side lanes enough.
Right.
And I'm really bad at looking at side lanes. So sometimes, like, if I'm playing a side laner and I like dive the offlane tower a little bit, the mid TPs, and I don't ever do that.
Yeah.
So I'm losing opportunities to like punish and get kills that I never take because I'm really bad at looking at side lanes. I just focus on my game.
I think my thing is, like, I don't look, because we play in a 5-stack, there's a bit more communication. Lich Centaur,
Okay.
that's pretty scary. But so if they're diving, the biggest issue I have quite often is, and I don't know how the fucking pros manage this, is you look at them and they always seem to have mana, and like their TP is up. I'm like, how have you done that? Like I've had to use quite a bit of mana to try and, you know, harass the enemy mid and stay in sort of competitive in the lane. I mean, we were watching. Who was it I was with? I can't remember who it was. This is a Dream League. We're watching the Storm player, one of the pros mid, and they always seemed to have mana, and they were doing these really good zips. They were like perfect zips every time, and it was like, how has he always got mana? How has that not used all his mana up? Every time I do a zip, I feel like I've run out of mana as soon as I land. They're so much better. So trying to copy some of the shit they do with rotations is super big.
Yeah, that definitely is a big deal. Very
Also,
helpful.
you're right. You know when you're losing a game and the enemy team is just like winning all the lanes? I feel like the biggest thing is rotations. Rotations from mid, but also any time you're even slightly out of position, they'll bring someone down. And you're like, shit, now it's 3 or 4 versus 2. And now their carry and their 5 have got to level up on the off lane. And then they do the same thing to the safe lane. You're like, we fucking lost every lane. It's rough.
Yeah, that's huge. Rotating effectively is definitely big. I always just plant my ass in lane, and I'm like, I'm not leaving my carry ever.
Yeah.
But like sometimes it's worth it. Push the lane out, let him go jungle for like 45 seconds, and you can do like a twin gate gank.
Go do a cool
to a
gank.
side lane.
I mean, that's why I think if you look at a lot of the POS 4s especially, like Hoodwink is a hero that could absolutely, let's say if she was playing 5, I doubt she will be, but if she was, she could easily pop through the gate, go down and gank, like super high value gank potential with this hero. Whereas I don't feel like a Lich is ever really going to be adding a huge amount of value to a gank. So I think having heroes like Hoodwink as a 5 or whatever is crazy good.
Yeah, that's true. Lich does struggle a little bit on damage on ganks. Like Frost Blast is good, and I actually the shield has been buffed a lot. It's quite valuable at low levels of points, but it's so much it's so much better as like a counterplay hero where they go in one of your guys, you armor them, and then you try to get a kill, and that's just not as flexible in terms of options.
Can you get? I mean, so they've got the sniper here, and I mean they haven't picked a mid yet. I mean this could be mid or carry sniper. I know that. I'm trying to think who likes to play sniper on this team. I don't quite know. Chat, who on likes to play sniper? And where does Ali play? Is Ali their POS 3 or is he their mid? If Ali's their mid, Halo 3 soundtrack are in big trouble. Ali's the mid? Okay. Also, who is that a picture of on Halo 3 soundtrack? I don't know anything about Halo 3. I assume the composer of the Halo 3 soundtrack. Yeah,
it must be the composer or something. I don't recognize that guy's face.
Well, I honestly wouldn't put too much. The Goon banners and team naming thing is utterly bizarre. Nyx, very strong hero. Holy shit, this guy. I don't know if he's particularly good against any of these 3 heroes in particular, but he seems very strong. You know what they could go for here, which I've seen a lot lately, is Nyx Spectre. And what you do is you find someone with the Nyx, and then the Spectre's bullshit haunt on one hero and kill them thing. It's devastating. Like, you cannot go out anywhere on the map. Nyx is looking for you. He finds you, and they just coordinate it. He hits you and stuns you, and Spectre comes in, kills you, and then he's gone. Like, the Spectre is gone immediately. It's like a hit and run. It's brutal.
Yeah, that sounds pretty decent. I think Nyx is probably being picked just because it's better against low MMR players typically. It's almost always useful. You're gonna find more people out of position basically and just get kills.
Yeah.
So that's my assumption.
Arc Warden into Nyx. I hate that.
But the nice thing about the Nyx though is if you do go the mana burn facet, then you can actually just explode the Medusa. Pro players typically don't get that one because they value Scuttle so much, because it allows you to be extremely survivable and avoid problems. Because you can like run over cliffs and stuff. You're automatically hasted when you press it. So if you get into trouble, like you can almost always get out of it. But I just feel like in an average game, you just get the mana burn one, and you go hit the Medusa with 3 spells, and she's going to lose a gigantic chunk of her survivability. Yeah. So they don't necessarily have to play the anti-mage or hard counter. They can just pick a Nyx and do the maybe less ideal facet and still get a lot of value out of it. So.
I think as a direct counter to Medusa, it has to be value. I do not like this Arc Warden pick at all. Wasn't he? I think he was. He sucks, man. He fucking sucks.
Does he?
Yeah. Here's one problem. He wants to be off.
Years.
He wants to kind of want to be off on his own, pushing a wave, and then his double is doing the same thing. I don't know how you do that against a Nyx. I really don't. I think
That's true. There's a higher chance you get ganked. I think the biggest problem with the pick though is that it's too similar to what Medusa does, which is a lot of AFK farming.
Yeah.
Pushing waves. I think that's the biggest negative. At least they have an Axe and a Hoodwink who have good potential to like combo gank get kills, but past that I'm just not certain that their stuff is going to be effective enough. I just feel like they're going to AFK farm too much most likely.
So apparently Halo 3 just pick whatever they want and play it. Okay. Bloodseeker. What is this draft? This is support juicer. This is some kind of weird
okay.
support juicer.
Maybe they're doing support Dusa because they're trying to get out of the mana burn that they feel like is an issue. Or it could be a bait. If that's the case, alright, sure, it could be fine. But Bloodseeker's also not a good hero right now, so
No,
it's
he's
kind
terrible.
of bizarre. Like, the few times that it got picked, it was not super effective.
No, he's crap.
So-
He's trash. Trash! Duck T is
I-
a decent carry. Let's see if he can carry them here. I'm presuming... Actually, I don't know if it's carry Arc Warden or carry Bloodseeker. I don't know. What are they going to pick here?
I mean,
Lifestealer.
hypothetically, Arc Warden support could be a 2. If it's Dusa carry, Lifestealer is going to be bad, but it probably isn't.
We'll find out
So-
here. John Jizzhands has
A
picked
wonderful name.
Arc Warden. It is carry Bloodseeker, assuming Duck T is sticking to his role. And it is a mid-sniper, Ali mid-sniper. Cool Llama carry on the Lifestealer. And yeah, support Medusa. So, intriguing stuff. Intriguing stuff. Wait, Vesper isn't there. Mid is Venomous Volley, Tree Bounce, Trick Shot, One-Man Army, Disorder. And he's thinking Blood Rush.
He does
Scuffle.
end up getting Scuttle.
Yeah, because I think now they've realised that Medusa is not the carry. He's going to go with Scuttle. Ghillie Suit on Sniper. I don't like that. I don't like that. The damage your Q does is too great.
I mean, Ghillie Suit is fine if you're right-clicking a lot. It's not that bad, I don't think.
Yeah. But it's
I typically get it.
the Q is so much damage. Like, it's punishing.
Yeah, but you farm slower is the problem.
That's true.
So,
That is true.
like, like you can push out waves with one shrapnel, for example.
True.
So the lineup on the dire side is just cleaner, without a doubt. Like, they have more defined roles. They have 2 different cores that can carry, which is solid. They have, and on the other side, they just have so much carry potential that might not go so well. So I'm not sure. Like, they're just going to be AFK farming a lot. So if they don't naturally win their lanes, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get ahead of this one.
Indeed. Well, we are underway with the first game of this best of 3, the upper bracket semi-final. Oh shit! Hold on, I've got to switch to the Discord. There we go. All right, we've got crazy ads on the Hoodwink, Falcus on the Axe, Vesper as we presume support Medusa. On the Arc Warden is John Jizzhands. And who's on the Bloodseeker, please, GDoe? It is Duck T. Meanwhile, for the Dire team, we have
Excuse me, sir.
Cool Llama on the Wife Stealer. James on the
オー
Nyx
シャンドラ
Assassin.
ゴン4ジャストレサベッ
Munchee
ト
on
4
the
15万
Sniper.
ズ
DafNotDaff on the Lich. And
But it's time.
Mephisto Mori on the Centaur.
スペースアンダーバーイズアンダーバー 3D ジャストレサベット4 20万ズナイ
Thank
ス
you. Thank you for the subs. They're both playing it cool. I will say, you know what? A distinct lack of stuns in this game. Axe. I mean, I suppose you could call a stun, but it's not really like a stun. You got to get right in there. You've got a stun from the Hoodwink, but the rest of them not really. You've got Suck from Lich, which is sort of a stun, I guess. Nyx has a stun, Centaur has a stun. I always tell the goons, just pick something nice and straightforward. You guys are not smart enough or good enough to come up with some clever ploy.
Stuns are a very safe way to do it for
Stuns
sure.
are a good way. Either team fight and stuns, save, that kind of shit. Neither team has gone for much of that. I would like to see a big call leading to a 4 dunk. Nervous Potter, says Falcus.
You didn't say that right. Nervous Potter.
Sorry. I haven't seen the movies as many times as you youngins have.
That movie sucked. They're not that good.
Which one was it?
He says that shit like every fucking movie.
Nervous Potter? Oh yeah,
this is
he
Potter with,
spits
like,
it, doesn't he? Spits it.
Yeah, with like insane anger. Oh. So it's a 5-position Medusa.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, we'll see about that.
It is dual melee. And there goes the entire wave is now getting pushed directly up. I don't know how that happened, but it did.
They used the snake is why.
Infuriating. Sniper. I can't believe Ali is playing in the International and has chosen sniper. I find that offensive.
I mean, sniper's a very high win rate for low MMR players.
Yeah,
right?
but it's like Ali's not. Ali's already basically on a busman's holiday here, cheating by playing in the International against bad players, and he picks sniper. Disgraceful.
I mean,
That's true,
they had bans. They had bans. Why didn't they ban it?
I mean, I think they thought the enemy had honor.
Okay, okay.
You know, like a Klingon thing.
I see. That's not always the case.
No.
I mean,
So-
people really like to win.
That's true. Even in GTI. I will say, you know, Dav there is a guy who I've played quite a bit of Dota with over the years, watched a lot of his games. Might be a player, one of the players I've met in my life playing Dota for 12 years, Kev, who has the least feel for the game of anyone I've ever played with. Like, has no instinct where you think, yes, that is the correct thing to do. At any point. He always does the wrong thing. If there's a wrong thing to be done, he does it. Oh, this could be dead for Mori. Oh, the stun misses. I just give him the
Shield
backup.
helps.
Give him the backup.
Shield's actually Lich is actually quite good against Axe.
Oh, I was watching the other lane.
Oh, it's actually only reducing damage from attacks, so probably doesn't reduce battle hunger damage.
Oh,
Yeah, Lich almost
trouble
died,
for
though.
Lich. He's almost dead. Dav is in big trouble.
He's got tangos at least. He is not eating them, but he does have them. Okay, there we go. Game's pretty even CS-wise, though. This seems fine so far.
Yep. I mean, these are the semis. You would expect these two teams to be similar. Although everyone has told me this is going to be a complete walkover for a team but it remains to be seen.
Which one's team again?
That is the Dire team.
Okay. Oh, I see. They're of course they're team tags. There they are.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I like the way their team tag is Halo 3 soundtrack, and it's literally little notes. I like that very much. That's a nice attention to detail.
Oh, is that what they are? Okay.
Yeah.
Little dive on Lich here.
Oh,
Not
trouble
gonna
here in the bot line. A first blood goes to Duck T. Can they get more? I suspect they can.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my days. Vespa stole that one, but they'll take it. Lich in trouble. Nice. 3-0. Giving up 3 kills in the first 4 minutes here. 2k gold lead.
Yeah, that was a huge gold lead for just 2 kills. There's some other stuff going on. Basically, there's 3 people that are farming good on the Radiant team and 1 core on the Dire team that is not farming well, and that is the Centaur. He has almost no last hits.
Yeah.
He has 3 last hits. What's going on over there?
3 last hits? Can we go
Yeah.
and look at Centaur, please? Is
This
Mori
is the
not
problem.
clicking creeps?
He's not clicking creeps. He must not be. I mean, I get it. There's a Dusa or whatever, and you're double melee versus a ranged hero. This is one of the downsides to this Nyx pick here. Is
Yeah.
that he's feeling abused, so he doesn't feel like he can necessarily always go for last hits. But in the same vein, he's also not last hitting well.
Yeah. GDoe, let's watch the Centaur miss all of these last hits under tower because he's still on 3-2.
He got one.
Oh.
That one I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
All right,
that one
so
should've gone.
that whole
was a
wave
three.
of like 8 creeps resulted in 1 last hit.
Yeah, he should have gotten at least 3 to 4 of those for sure. But this is the power of skilling retaliate, is that eventually he doesn't have to be able to last hit. He could
That's
just
true.
stand there.
That is true. Well, things are looking pretty grisly for in the early going here.
They can always catch up later. Remember, their draft is better, so they should be getting more kills on the map, most likely.
That's true. You do have a few issues. Number 1 is that you have Dav on your team. I'm no offense to the lad, but that is an issue. Because he's a panicker, Kev. He's not a plotter. He's a panicker. His most played hero is Windrunner. I've never seen him land a shackle shot, and I've never seen him land a power shot. Ever.
Okay. Sounds like he's in the right place then.
He is. The International is his home.
see. Yeah, they're pulling away in last hits a little bit still.
3k gold lead now.
Mori's relatively survivable at least. He is finding his way.
Oh, mid! Mid! GDoe, mid! A kill was happen!
Look, the sniper may have gotten a first blood, but he spent his first money on a morbid mask, no boots. So he's very gankable right now, and I'm sure that someone's going to take advantage of that, okay?
GDoe's listening to a podcast while fucking doing this. Shocking. Dav just isn't anywhere near XP range at all. This fucking hoodwink is just killing him. I think he got a tango from his carry.
Yeah, right, makes sense. Lifestealer's getting plenty of lifesteal from his innate. It's 14 HP per catapult attack. Incredible.
That is nuts.
He also skilled Sinister Gaze level 3, which is just bad. Like,
yeah,
it's a good ability, but at level 3 you should have a power spike of one of your abilities being level 2.
Dav, get in there and sap some of this XP. Where's he going?
I think
he must realize that he needs XP.
I mean, he's kind of here. I think both supports on the Dire team are really failing on this. They're not really doing their job, which should be running regen to their heroes and then fighting the enemy team constantly. Because if you do this, it gives some space for your core.
Yeah.
Like Lich has a ring of regen coming out. It's slightly the right choice, but he thinks, as a lot of players do, that Tranquil's the solution.
Ali's trying to go for it. Oh, and he bloody gets it. This is real money. Oh!
Okay, got him back.
Did get him back. No XP. But he also got the money from killing the double, so... Another kill was happened.
Mm-hmm. Not going fantastic for the Dire team. Laning is just
atrocious.
A bit of an issue here.
Atrocious.
Atrocious is strong, but it's only 3k right now. It could be way worse. Lifestealer's basically against 2 heroes. He's doing fine. Like, he could catch up. They're going to lose the Centaur now. Nyx is being chased. Probably is going to die. Yeah, he's got phase. Gets the silence off.
Duck T is having a game. 3-0.
He is. Yeah, very good for him.
Yeah. Yep.
Building towards the Mithril Hammer. He's got a Javelin coming.
Oh, my.
So usually...
No rotations mid on this sniper. I feel like if the hoodwink came over here, that could be a definite kill. Level 6 hoodwink. Get down there.
They don't need to rotate. They don't need to rotate because they're already winning their lanes. The people that should rotate are the Dire players because their lanes are already being lost. So if you can take your heroes and put them in a different lane unexpectedly and get a kill, that's how you catch up.
Nice. Mori still floundering on 16 last hits to Axe's 58, Kev.
Yep.
What is the idea? I don't know if you know. What is the idea with support Medusa?
Well, I mean, she's very survivable, basically, and she's a ranged hero. And Gorgon's Grasp makes her a lot more viable as a support than she used to be, because now she actually has 2 abilities that do something that don't require gold to be effective. So that's kind of a thing. You could argue that this is just something he tries, that players don't really know how to deal with it, that his laning stage feels easy because he's survivable and he does damage.
Oh,
like, if you think about...
Oh, there's trouble. Sniper. Oh, my goodness. Oh!
He got him first again?
Oh, my
that
God.
Hurts. That hurts so bad. He really deserved that one. Very unfortunate. On the bright side, he did finish his Midas.
Yeah.
Before dying, so he is going to be getting some gold. And if we check the net worths, he's only 300 gold behind where the sniper is. So this is fine, all things considered. Could be way worse.
True.
If he had gone for like power treads or something instead, he probably just kills sniper there and increases his net worth a lot. But the Midas is going to probably almost certainly pay off.
Yeah.
Over the course of the game because his opponents aren't going to be able to push their limits here or anything. Both Centaur and Nyx are afraid to attack the Medusa, which they shouldn't be. But
I don't know why. I don't know why.
It's the common thing for support players. They get scared. The Lich is doing the same thing. Lich and Nyx are playing similar. They're playing like cowards. They see their opponent and they say, "Oh, I can't attack him." But it's like you got to hit him and then use your tangos to offset the lane. If you don't do that, then this happens. You get bullied. Your cores get less gold, and then the lane is just completely different.
Oh my God. Whoa. Oh, TP coming in. It's Nyx.
It's not going to be a kill, probably. But we'll see.
Oh, here they come. The big rotation. Nyx in trouble. Nyx goes down with the Dunkerino. Lich also going down. The sniper's doing some peeping. Oh, Jazz Hands needs to run. There's the Centaur. Oh, to chase. Jazz Hands is going to get blinked by the sniper. Bazinga! Dead. He hops in a creep and he's away.
Sniper is their win condition right now because he's the only person that basically had a good lane. So these rotations that he's doing are really, really important.
Yeah. Help
They
help
got
the
some
team.
North back there. Yeah. Still level 5 on the Nyx. On the other side of the map, Medusa's now just outlaning the Centaur, it seems.
Oh my good
Actually
god.
has more net worth than he does. It's a rough one.
Oh my god.
Yep. They just needed to bully her a lot more, but it's kind of late now. He's got arcane boots, he's got a wand, so man, they are. We thought they were going to hit creeps on the Radiant side before. It's going to be even more than that.
Look how
Like
much that one
their Medusa's
gazonk,
becoming a carry.
Kev, that one gazonk from Nyx did like half her mana. Why aren't they killing this Medusa? Fucking
Because
get
they
her
have
ass!
Yeah,
Look at that, she's practically oom. She's having to ult to live.
there you go. Yep. They could have been beating on her this
Yeah.
entire time, pretty much.
Just pussies.
Yep. They're scared. They are scared of feeding. The death fear is too strong. They don't let their brains.
Oh, the
them.
coal! Oh, the coal was stolen. Lifestealer might be able to eat here. He's eaten. Gets a kill on the axe.
That's good.
That is a DD
nice
sniper. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really saving the game. I mean, 5k advantage is still a lot right now, but they can definitely lose that in some bad team fights.
Indeed. Indeed.
Baited brooch sniper. I don't recommend getting that one, guys. That ain't good. Movement speed's kind of good, but like that could have been some attributes or something.
Oh, this is deep.
They got vision of him.
Dav is only level 5. He does need to try and get some XP. I notice, Kev, sorry to interrupt. I notice a lot of the time, the lads, which is how I refer to everyone playing in the in-houses, do not bother trying to get XP. Like, they don't stay in XP range. I don't know why, but they just sort of wander off, and they're standing just outside of XP range under no...
Like this Lich. Look what Lich is doing right
Yeah,
now.
no, dude, that's Dav. Dav will just wander about, and I'm like, dude, please get some
frosts-
XP.
He frosts the tower with 4 creeps there and no heroes, and then he walks away. If he just stood there, he would get at least like 2 last hits and probably hit level 6. Perfect example.
Now he's off wandering again. I feel like this is... You know what this is? If you solo queue at low ranks, if you dare to hang out near a carry or something, they're like, go away, my XP! It's like, well, what are you doing, dude? Like, your supports need shit too, or you're gonna not have any fucking support.
They're abused animals, you know? They've just been trained by the players that don't understand the game well, what they should be doing with their time.
But he's not even stacking. He's doing nothing.
Yeah, he's walking around collecting bounty runes, and that's it. He's just trying to be where he needs to be in case a fight happens, but, you know, being 6 would really be a big advantage here. Stolen Wisdom Rune by the Bloodseeker. He's going to get caught by the other team, though.
Oh, dear. Ali with another kill. Sniper 6 and 2.
Excuse me, sir.
Pretty good. Good item build,
Looking
too.
pretty big.
テリブラリアンドックジャストレサベット4
Other than the Faded Brooch,
91万
everything's
図
going great.
パージベストスペシャルゲ
Centaur's
スト
got the
サン
triple
クスパ
bracer. He's
ー
going
ジ
for a blink now. He's going to max out double edge next, it looks like.
Oh, that's a lot
His
of
last
creeps.
hitting is not good.
No,
It is not good.
no. Things
Top
are
tower
happening,
being
GDoe.
pressured. Top tower looks kind of dead to me.
Yeah. 4 heroes up here for this. Meanwhile, mid,
That's very dead.
Nyx has doesn't have ult. I think he used it to kill the Bloodseeker. Oh, this could be trouble for the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker mid. No, he's alright. He was getting plonked.
That's a good attempt.
Oh. I still don't know how that works. I haven't played Medusa since the change. Is it
If
like
it
is it a
lands-
root?
Yeah, it's a root.
Okay. Oh, Nyx is going around the side here.
He's scuttling. He's looking for the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker is like moderately healed from the creep wave, though.
He's
yeah,
half
they're gonna
health.
get
I think
collapsed
you
on.
can get him. Oh, shit.
Oh, the sprint!
He's dead. Died to Bloodseeker shit.
Yep,
Dav is level 6 there. He can use his ult. He can't do anything.
He's not 6. He
can't do anything. This is huge trouble. Centaur down as well. Dav studiously staying outside XP range. Almost methodical. There you go, Dav. Job done, mate.
When that runs over, they just got to pop glyph. Pop glyph. Pop the glyph. Okay.
Don't bother to glyph in the towers, Kev. They're not important.
He's again walking away from experience range. Oh, he accidentally got level 6 here.
Oh!
Okay, he didn't get experience of that range creep, though. Wow, you're really right. He really is running away from any and all pot. He also didn't get the experience from the catapult.
It is impossible to coach this man. Because my friend Joe spent years coaching Dav, watching him side by side. Joe's like a high ancient, sort of low divine kind of player. If you get him on his hero, he's really, really good. Understands the fundamentals, has played Dota for years, and has a decent understanding of the game for this level. Dav doesn't listen. Like, he's not a listener. So when you say to him, Dav, please do X. Yep, on it. Yes, chef. But it's gone the moment the game is over. There's no learning. Like, you've got to hold his hand the whole time. That's what I meant about no feel. I don't know what games Dav does play, actually. Like, well, I have to ask him what games he's good
Checkers?
at. Maybe Checkers? Or Go Fish or something?
Yeah.
God bless him.
I could see it. Well, it's a 9k gold advantage now for the Radiant team, so it's just getting worse. Medusa is a little bit behind Centaur, thankfully. Centaur's catching up a bit. He's got his blink coming. He's only got 1 point in Hoof Stomp. He's got 3 points Retaliate, so he's not where he wants to be, but it could be worse. At least he's buying mostly the right items. And Lifestealer's basically got Radiance now, so they've got some much better team fight coming up. Plus, they've got the first Chain Frost of the game.
Yeah,
so
thank God.
Maybe they're going to dive Arc Ward in here. They're thinking about it.
Do they have Blink? They have
Axe,
Blink. They do have Axe. Axe does have Blink.
They could have just killed Axe here. They should just go... I mean, he was at 70% health. He's got Blink Blade Mail. It's a little scary, but, like, you've got Nyx
got the damage.
and Lifestealer.
Yeah.
Like, you guys could infest Nyx, scuttle Nyx towards somebody, explode him. Easy. They found Dusa. Not the person I'd want them to kill, to be honest. Just go pick a core. God, they're so uncoordinated right now. Just take...
Do something! Do something!
Infest Nyx, kill anyone. He could kill Bloodseeker right now. Could have Spike Carapace reflected.
I don't really know what this is, but oh no, they're doing something. They're trying to save Lifestealer. Lifestealer dead. See, they fan it around so much they lost their Lifestealer.
Yeah.
And now here they come. Here the enemies come.
Very indecisive about what to do there. So this is one of the downsides to their playstyle. They're buying mostly right items, and an item like Blink Dagger on Centaur is for getting kills. If they don't get kills with it, then they're going to be farming slower than their opponents, almost certainly, and their opponents are going to gank more. So it would have been better for them to buy probably a different item if they're not going to successfily group and fight.
I mean, they've had chances. They've had chances.
Yeah.
See, now I'm gonna say Ali is the best player on this team. But, and I've said this before whenever I play with Ali, if he doesn't pick a hero that is a hero that looks for kills, that is mobile on the map, I think he's wasted. Because sticking him on a sniper, they could win the game off the back of this, and the goons pushing high ground into sniper is gonna suck. I get it. But when it comes to driving the lads as like a sort of midfield general, captaining them, do this, I'm gonna go on him, back me up. He needs to be a hero, like Tiny is one of his best heroes. Those kind of heroes who fucking go in there and do shit. And whenever I play with him, he'll be like, can we get this guy? Can we get this guy? Can we get this guy? And he's got like blink and high mobility, gets in there, chases people down, sets shit up. This slow sniper shit, I don't think it's playing to his strengths.
I could see that. It definitely helps to have one person to make calls like that. I'm the same way. Like, I don't make those calls, and I typically AFK farm a lot.
Right.
So if nobody on my team makes calls, then we're just probably going to lose. Because I'm going to spend all my time farming. I'm not going to set up ganks myself. I need somebody to pull me out of my AFK farm focus sometimes. Sometimes it works. If they're also bad at ganking, then I'm just going to be pretty darn farmed.
Here we go. The smoke. They're looking. They're coming up.
Okay,
there's a slow. Misses the stun. They might get the axe. Axe is going to get eaten by the lifestealer. Falcons does get killed. The Lich Show is going to do a little bit of bouncing here. A little bit of bouncing here. But no, they back it up. The Medusa roll is popped. It's a 1-for-1 at the moment. Oh, shit. Oh, Mori. Bink. Oh, he lives.
That was Medusa. Somebody gave him a heal.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of perfect. The axe walked up, got his blink broken, went from full to 20% HP without popping blade mail. They didn't commit hard enough on the Dire team because they were scared. They should have blown everything on them instantly, and then they should have chased down their opponents because that was perfect circumstances.
Yeah.
Deuce ulti kind of interrupted it. It was still good, but
yeah, the high ground for goodness sake. Yeah, the high ground. Lich ult was out. Get in there.
And one of their most farmed heroes basically did nothing. The axe. He literally did 0 damage. So it was okay, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
Centaur's going for his blade mail next, which is going to be nice and needed. Lifestealer going to go Sanjin Yasha, which looks good. That'll make axe a little bit less scary.
Medusa with a glimmer cape. I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's because it's trash. You don't want to do this. The magic resistance on your hero is a waste unless your mana is gone.
I'm hoping they're going to use it on other people, though, Kev.
Yes, but still, it's still bad. And you're also spending 90 mana, which is a lot of HP for yourself, to give somebody else HP. So he's sacrificing his own HP, basically, to give somebody else HP.
Like a reverse blood grenade. Like a blood transfusion grenade.
Yeah.
So here's my question. If you were playing support Medusa, there's a nice Roche pickup from the Radiant team, by the way. What would you buy on support Medusa?
I think even something like Solar Crest would be good. That also costs you mana, but it also gives you 300 mana to your hero. Because that's a lot better and more useful, I think, than a Glimmer Cape, personally. But they're probably worried about getting killed by some like Lifestealer or Nyx. You could also hypothetically get like a Force Staff, maybe. Or you can go, I don't know, some Atos build or something. There's other items. I just feel like Glimmer's... It's okay, but there's much better items that are more likely to do something. Because right now he's got all this net worth, but he doesn't do anything other than his base level skills, which feels a little bit goofy to me. So could be better.
Oh, Nyx is on the hunt here. He's down here looking. No sentries down. There is a Nyx in the game. Not one sentry down. I feel like a sentry is pretty important here. That's something.
They put two. They put 2 by Roche at least.
Yeah, but they're about to push a tower. Get a sentry down, boys.
Yeah. They just got it. Yeah, they're just a little bit late.
Could be an infested Nyx. Come on.
Yeah. Could be. I wish there would be some point in this game.
They're looking. They're looking.
This whole time. Perfect target.
Here they come. Nice Lich. Oh, with the bounces. Very pretty. Vesper in big trouble. Falcons has got it round him. He's going to go down as well. Lifestealer is frozen in place. Ducty comes back because, of course, he has the Aegis. Oh, he can't fight Munchee. You can't fight Munchee. Oh, the Infesting him the extra health. Crazy Ads tries to get the clicks. Can't get the sniper. Oh, he was so low. They lost 4 for nothing. Now it's just Vesper alive. There's that glimmer, Kev. What were you saying? Oh, shit. Got one.
That shouldn't have happened. That definitely should not have happened. Okay, I just want to shout out Daff because he played that fight perfectly.
Boom.
Axe again choked the fight, got interrupted, no blink dagger. Daff threw Chain Frost, and then he backed up. And then the second that the Rupture came on Sniper, he gave him the Frost Armor, and that allowed Sniper to just kill Bloodseeker for free, and then feed afterwards. But still, it was a really good fight for him.
There you go. Well done, Daff.
They're back in the game.
Well done, Dav. Back in the game.
And Lifestealer's now just going to have a Yasha plus another 1,000 gold. So his items are just going to be coming along. Centaur got some good gold from that. Sniper had a good fight. He's got MKB finished already. So he doesn't even have to worry about the magnetic fields.
Yeah. The Infestor save Sniper was very nice. I liked that a lot. TI 12 level. TI 12 level save.
Definitely some good stuff, and Daff got some very important levels. That's why staying alive during fights is so big. So that was huge.
Did you hear that?
Looks like they're gonna.
Did you guys hear that? Staying alive in fights is big. Learn from this. Oh shit! Oof, they almost
But also
lost.
sometimes you do need to also die sometimes. So that's kind of
It's
there's
variable.
nuance.
Just understand your value to the team. If your death can help win the fight, then, like any good soldier, you must throw your life away.
That is true. It is sometimes needed.
Like Spears says in Band of Brothers. You guys don't realize you're already dead. You have to. As soon as you accept it, you can become a good soldier.
That's a little bit too real. I
They
think.
didn't like that. The men didn't like
Yeah.
that. But
I'm not
he was
surprised.
right.
Ghoul Frenzy attack speed. That's pretty good. 50 attack speed talent for
Yeah,
Lifestealer.
pretty scary.
All right, let's see if Axe can get a good call. He's
We haven't
queuing up
seen
a
one.
heart. We haven't, except for that one kill top on Lifestealer. That was the only call he got, I believe. All right, they spotted Centaur. Centaur blinked away. Axe going for a heart afterwards. Not a good choice, by the way. Don't like it. I think it's a BKB this game probably
Yeah,
instead.
yeah.
There's too many stuns.
Yeah.
And heart is just not the item it used to be. Like, it gives you regen, but it only gives you, what, 40 strength or something like that?
I think on heroes,
it.
they're like Centaur and Ogre, I think it still has a place because
I would agree.
they have abilities that are defined by strength. But Axe doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, your whole thing is calling people. Like, you have a BKB piercing stun. That's huge. I want you in there calling people.
And all this extra health just makes Lifestealer's Feast do more damage as well.
That's also true.
He'd be better off to buy either BKB or like a mix of armor.
Like Shivas or some shit, maybe. You got a Lifestealer and a Centaur in the game? You don't think it'd be value?
Centaur doesn't really matter. Like, he does have a lot of regen, but it's not like you can't kill him anyways. In some ways, AC is better than Shiva's on X, I would argue. Because you're going to have more armor. Well, I guess you have armor both sides. But you will do more physical damage because their armor's going to be lower. That part's kind of good. And you have like 5 carries on your team, so why not get an AC to help them, you know?
True.
But it's okay. I mean, frankly, I'd just rather he gets even strength blink over what he's getting. And I also think the shard is like too good on Axe to pass up. It's way too good. Because you get the multiple battle hungers. So you can like blink call battle hunger, and they've got 2 battle hungers on them. It's just a lot of damage. It's fantastic.
Can you guys pretend you're not degens for 1 second? GDoe's upset because obviously we have guest star Purge. And the lads are embarrassing GDoe.
Of course. Very important not to embarrass your friends.
Please, just not today. It's like when I talk to my kids. What are we looking at here? I'm looking at the... Did I accidentally tab back to Dota? Yes, I did. I was just staring at the fucking Tormentor and nothing was happening.
Yeah, that's funny.
So, Obst, who plays for Team Spherical, says that their favourite 3 fruits are peaches, strawberries, and probably oranges. I don't think strawberries are a fruit. I thought they were a berry. Seeds are on the outside. Isn't that a berry? Is there anything that can do here?
Do berries not count as fruits?
I don't think they are. I think they're berries. That's why one thing's called berries and the other thing's called fruits.
Maybe it's the subclass of...
There's a call that only catches one. The Lich
Oh,
Ult
the
goes out. That is beautiful. Bazinga. Trouble here for the lads. Oh my god, they killed them all. Oh, the sniper does go down.
You know, I was about to flame Nyx for this Blink Dagger. I was like, why does he have this? No Nyx buys Blinker right now.
You used
They
to.
just rely on Scuttle to get in. But it worked there.
It did.
I mean, he would have better solo killing. But anyways, they won a big fight. That was really good. Took a lot to kill Sniper, but he manages to eventually die. And it was just a good start. It was who'd they go on first? Was that Nyx?
They went. The Nyx went on the
Wasn't it?
Medusa, and then the
Oh, and then-
Centaur ult came in.
Yeah. Glimmer Cape didn't work. Weird.
Nyx has the day gone now.
Okay. Pretty good for him. He's gonna like that. Axe still no Heart of Trask finish. He's almost there though.
Not gonna help, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't like his talent choice either. I really think the Battle Hunger ones are better. Both Battle Hunger talents, you're putting a big slow on somebody if they try to run away from you.
Yeah.
Lifestealer's kind of, or Bloodseeker kind of fell off as well. He got SNY after Maelstrom. I think a lot of Bloodseekers do actually end up going Mjolnir, if I'm not mistaken. And that feels kind of good against the Sniper to me. Because you've got Shrapnel ticking constantly.
Right.
And lots of Sniper right clicks, so at least you're like zapping him back a little bit, you know?
I mean, I just feel like the problem that they're going to have with this Bloodseeker carry, which I fucking hate, by the way, is I feel like especially when you've got a Sniper, he will just stand there. Like, he will pop his fucking take aim and just stand there. And be like, alright, I've got ghillie suit.
It's a counter.
Yeah, I will just stand still and shoot you. And
Like, Bloodseeker is bad against those heroes that stand still and fight to the death. And
Right.
Sniper is quite good at it now.
He will
ghillie
just-
suit gives you.
Exactly.
Because take aim gives you armor now.
he will
So if he
just fucking stand there
presses
blinking
it-
you. So what are you going to do? Like, come at me. Like, you can silence me. I don't care. I'm just clicking you anyway. So it's
already
pretty
silenced.
bad. And then you've also got this Lifestealer chomping on you. And the Chain Frost going. So it's going to be very tough. Closing the gap on this Sniper. I fucking hate playing Axe into Sniper because it's so easy to catch a bit of shrapnel or stray right clicking, and now you're standing there doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's
other-
that's the thing I really like about Centaur, Kev, is it essentially you just fucking press R. That's your gap close. You get the blink, that's great. But you can also just fucking press R and gather. There's a call. They might get someone here. They're gonna get dabbed. They kill the Lich. No dunk.
Unfortunate. The Blade Mill must have killed him or something. Or Battle Hunger or something.
I think it might have been a
little
spin.
unfortunate, but
It might have been a spin.
could have been. But Bloodseeker kind of like delayed his strength a lot this game by not going Mjolnir first, by going Sanjin Yasha before BKB. He also bought Shard really early, which, okay, sure, it gives you some lifesteal and some pure damage, but like you were kind of winning anyways. Pure damage is going to get a little bit better as the game goes on when people have more resistances. I just feel like it wasn't needed. He could have gotten Mjolnir BKB and taken a really strong fight, not had to worry about Nyx or shrapnel damage or Maelstrom or Chain Frost.
Yeah.
And instead, the last couple fights just went a little bit rough.
Well, he's got the BKB now. This next fight is going to be pretty big.
He's got Paladin Sword
There's
as well,
an
so he's
AD.
got a ton of lifesteal.
There's an AD rune. Can they get a kill?
You actually say it correctly?
Yeah.
I can't stop saying DD.
I worked very hard on it.
Proud of you.
Also, we always correct each other whenever people say DD rune. We say, actually, it's an AD rune.
The bullying works, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. There is a sentry down. They have infested. An infest has happened. It's on the Centaur.
Lovely. He's got great items. Blade Mail, Pipe, Defiant Shell. It looks great. Very tanky.
Yeah. Very tanky, boy. Nearly 5k health. Doesn't even have a
items,
heart.
Lich's items look good too. I would have loved to see like a wand earlier, but now they look really solid.
Well, that fight
started going well.
didn't happen, Kev. We were looking forward to it. It didn't happen.
Did not. That's okay. They backed almost a Ags on Lifestealer as well, so he's going to start Infest jumping either Arc Warden or others. Although Arc Warden is really farmed, something I haven't looked at him in a while. He's got Orchid, Midas, and a Gleipnir with BOTs, so, and he's working towards the Scotty. He's only about 2,000 gold ahead. JK, he's changing his mind. Maybe a Hex.
He is 4 and 7, but yes, potentially he gets there. Also has Dust. Remarkable.
Yeah, somebody's got to carry it.
Only a 1k gold lead now for Team Halo 3 soundtrack. There's a big fucking graph.
But the fact that the game evened out is pretty surprising. Like the Radiant just played a little bit better. The game was very closable.
Yeah.
But this is what happens. People that are weaker at laning are probably better at other parts of the game. Daff is very good at not getting initiated on first and then pressing his spells on the correct targets. Laning is dog though.
Yeah.
But this part of the game he feels good. Once he wins one fight and gets some gold,
He's a
that's
very
the only way he knows how to get gold.
He's a
Then he
real
can do his job.
confident here. He's a confidence player. Like when he doesn't trust himself a lot of the time. He assumes he's going to cock it up. There's the axe call on the lifestealer. That's a lot of damage. He's half health. The centaur charge comes in. They're going to blow up this axe. Axe is dead. This Medusa ult goes down. A lot of people frozen, but they've got 2. They got Arc Warden. Oh, they do get the Lich on the back. Lines. Crazy Ass is trying to run away. They're on the chase. Wow, where did all that extra health come from? Mori is just on top of Medusa. 3 dead. Ali killing creeps. Vesper, there's that fucking Glimmer Cape for you, Kev. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it really didn't matter.
Ali didn't take any damage in that fight, and he still has Aegis.
Man,
Down
shard,
goes.
no wonder.
Look at this. Down goes the banner.
That's a really good banner. The Bloodseeker popped BKB, I believe, to kill Lich on the side of the fight by himself. Huge mistake.
Yeah.
I didn't see him start the BKB. Maybe he needed it at the beginning, but now he just can't fight, and he burned it all just to kill a guy.
Just a Lich.
Just a simple Lich. This Rax is almost certainly dying here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this, if wins this is a bit of an upset, right?
No, the opposite.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So incredibly, have not lost many games because I think they fight better than they lane, like he said.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is.
They're laning, like, I've played with Ali a lot, and generally, the lads on the Discord, the attitude is, we always lose our lanes and then come back and win the game. Oh, this is a disaster.
Good jump. Oh,
That,
big call, though.
oh, that is a big call! Do they have the damage to do anything here?
No.
James is in big trouble. They do not. They do get 1. Centaur comes in. He's charging deep.
The Glimmer.
The Glimmer might just say no! The pop out! Vesper also in trouble now. Mori round the back. They're going to lose the Medusa. The Sniper is doing some peeping. Still has Aegis, of course. Crazy Ads is on the run. Pew! Zoink. Not enough.
The Lifestealer's unstoppable at this point. They just don't have cores that have the same net worth as him, so he just kind of does whatever he wants. And
It's
he has a
just a
free
bit
BKB, and he can use his ulti every 20 seconds to just not die.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for them to fight him now.
I mean,
They had some solutions. but-
I just think this Lifestealer pick, the Bloodseeker pick was a disaster. I don't know why Armstead did
It
this.
could have worked if you built the right items and the right progression, but like
Maybe.
he delayed his BKB for 10 minutes of those crucial fights. Like even if he just went Maelstrom into BKB, I feel like they win. They don't go like 5-0,
Right.
like get 5-man wiped in one of those fights. He gets like 2 kills instead, you know,
Yeah.
instead of him also dying because they made a mistake.
Crazy Ads
it's one of the-
avoiding the Wisdom Rune. He's going to take it.
Okay, almost is 18. That'll help.
So Tom says you have to ban Mori Centaur. I'll be honest with you, I don't think Mori Centaur was good.
No,
Like,
his laning was bad.
like, he had 4 last
bad.
hits when the
Yeah.
Bloodseeker had like 30 last hits. The issue
was
is
like-
not,
yeah.
oh, you can't play against Mori Lifestealer. The issue was
Centering.
that the itemization and the way that that Radiant took fights was awful. Awful.
Yep. They had good potential. I think Dusa bought bad items, for sure. I think Axe bought good items, but they didn't utilize them well.
I do.
They need to
I
just
always
play
say it,
Hoodwink with
lads.
Axe and get kills.
Yeah.
They could have killed anybody with those 2.
Like I always say it, lads, that the issue is the itemization that goons go for is almost always bad. Like a lot of the time, if left to their own devices, they will buy the opposite of the item that they should buy.
I mean, these aren't that bad. It's just they're making mistakes along the way. That's all.
Yeah, but
for
it's
example,
like you play badly in lane, and then you itemize. Like, or you play well in lane, then you itemize badly. Like you said, the Bloodseeker
yes, that's what happened.
didn't have the items. But if you look at the Centaur did badly in lane, but then itemized well. Like if you'd played well in
Yeah.
lane and itemized well, you'd be much better off. Like it really, really
Absolutely.
matters. It really
It does.
matters what items you get.
It's still a lot of play, but yeah, absolutely does matter. Even like the Gleipnir on the Arc Warden, did they really need it? It's not going to do anything to Lifestealer, basically.
Yeah.
Because he's going to rage. Like, maybe he should have gone more damage. But if you do Orchid a guy and Gleipnir him, then yeah, it's really good. But maybe this comes down to initiation. That their opponents generally initiated a bit better. And they had Stampede to, like, reset a bit.
Yeah, the Stampede is just, it's too useful.
It's a lot. They are going to smoke on the Radiant squad. They're looking for a big fight. Axe is in the front. He does not have a BKB, but he does have a heart. That's finished. They don't have a ward, though. Oh, never mind. They got Sniper. This is pretty good. Okay, you pop BKB. Fight's over.
Okay.
Fight's just over. They needed a
They
follow-up
did get
stun there.
sniper. They did get sniper, but now trouble. Oh my god.
That is shredding him. So they needed to make that cleaner. The axe jumped a little bit too early. He needed to wait so that Hoodwink could do a stun follow-up. And if they did that, then Sniper dies without pressing BKB. Whole fight is different because then they could focus on somebody else other than Sniper at the halfway point of that fight.
Right.
The BKB just changed too much.
Oh, he's invested! Oh!
Yeah, that 20-second cooldown on that seems quite good.
It's pretty nuts.
It is because he's ahead, though. He's so far ahead that he basically has...
Right.
What?
He's level
8
24.
Seconds, he has 11 seconds of invulnerability, basically. He gets a rage for 6, and then he infests for 5.
Yeah.
And
that's
out.
like, what can you do? They've called it. That's it. Game 1 goes to... I think they fought better. I think that was the thing. They laned appallingly, but they fought better.
Really bad, yeah. It looked like it was going to be extremely, extremely bad. But I would say, as a whole, the itemization on the Dire team was just better. Lifestealer bought perfect items. Sniper bought perfect items. Lich bought items in kind of a weird order, and he didn't buy enough, like, regen in lane. But, like, he won a fight, so he had decent items. Nyx bought a blink too early, rather than the Dagon build, but it was fine. And then Centaur bought perfect items. So perfect itemization, more or less.
Who's your MVP, Kev?
MVP? It's probably Sniper, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Lifestealer did better on the board.
Yeah.
And he didn't do as much damage. Sniper had to be MVP because he actually won his lane.
Yeah.
And he ganked side lanes.
Yep, he did.
So the game wouldn't even been close if not for Sniper. But as a whole, the Dire players all played quite well. But Radiant was just disjointed most of the time. They didn't fight super well together. That was the biggest problem. Maybe the downside to their hero picks.
Indeed. We're gonna take a very quick break, so I'm gonna pop to the loo real quick, but I'll be back in a sec.
There's so many guys in there. Oh man, that's what they said about my my ass the other night too. Jeez.
What did GDoe do? She called you Plague.
What an actual idiot.
Average MMR per team is max Archon 5. Individual player max MMR is Ancient 3. Okay.
Sorry?
I'm just reading what you typed.
You know, some people will say rigged, some people will say some people are too high, but rigorous methodology was enacted, so.
It works for me. Oh my god. An exciting game one. James, I'll tell you what, you know this is a team with Ali on. Because they fucking gooned the lanes and then won the game. That's literally what that entire Discord is all about. Is losing lanes and then winning games. I don't know how. But they do fight well. He's got that. He's got that fighting well. I feel this is going to be a 2-0 unless Halo 3 Soundtrack picks some real fucking heroes. Not this funky shit. I don't know why they're picking Arc Warden, Bloodseeker, Medusa, support. Just pick some reasonable heroes and you can win these games. What is this? What is this shit?
I don't even think you have to pick good heroes. Like, I think they could win with what they had. They just needed to play better. I mean, maybe that's like chicken egg, but
it'd be much easier, wouldn't it? It'd be much easier to just
they were
pick better heroes.
But maybe they're not very experienced on those better heroes, and maybe like the heroes they're comfortable with, they're like 500 MMR higher or something, or 300 MMR higher. You know,
maybe I don't
like
I
they
know
won
what
their
they're
lane.
like.
They were
Yeah,
up by
dude,
9k.
Yeah,
they
but
just
look,
needed to itemize better and fight better.
They won the safe lane because they had they were up against two melee heroes who couldn't do shit, and even when they
also
could, they
chose not to do
didn't.
shit. Yep.
And then the top lane, they did well there because Dav hid behind the tower at max range, outside XP range for the entire laning stage. Like it's not like they laned well. The enemy team just didn't bother laning.
I'd give them both. Can't take all the credit away from them.
I refuse to give them any
They
credit.
bullied their opponents, and their opponents chose not to fight back and cowered.
Well, I'm just saying, pick some real fucking heroes and you got a shot.
Okay, yeah, possibly fair.
It is Dire's ban.
All right, let's see what gets banned in the first phase. Nothing we saw last game, so these must be like their signature heroes, I guess.
10 seconds remain. Radiant's turn to ban.
So people are saying you have to ban Mori's Centaur, but I don't understand why, other than I think it's just really good in Goon games.
10 seconds.
Maybe Stampede is too good in Goon games, you know? It like solves
Remain.
positioning issues or
Yeah.
something.
It's like I was saying, like you just fucking, you just press it and it solves too many problems. They're okay. Cool.
I just hope he doesn't buy Glimmer Cape.
Dude, they're gonna run it back
Or the-
again.
You know what
Yeah.
else he did? He bought Glimmer Cape and he bought Shard before Ags. Like, early Shard purchases are a huge waste sometimes. Like, players just think like, oh, it's so good. But it's like, bro, okay, they cast a spell on you and you throw out like a 300 damage nuke? That's not worth 1400 gold. Like, he could have bought Ag's first item and it would have been so much more impactful. But,
Is that the one that freezes them when you hit them with your Q?
yeah, with your snake.
Your
yes.
snake, sorry, yeah.
It wouldn't have worked against Lifestealer very good, but what Medusa needed to do every fight probably was like pop the ulti whenever Lifestealer goes on somebody,
Right.
and stand next to that person so you can stun Lifestealer through his rage. That would have been a good.
That would have been a
solution.
good solution.
So I think the Medusa can work. The laning stage was good. I just would like him see. I would like to see him buy different items. It's 100% what he needed.
They're not gonna. I'm gonna tell you right now, they are not gonna. They're going right back to the same shit.
Dire's turn.
Probably true. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I see it. They're gonna take fucking Lich again. Maybe they take Witch Doctor actually. Lich or Witch. It is
At least
Dav. He might say, "We're in a game up, lads. Let me go Wendy support. Let me go win. No, just me. Let me go Wendy support. I'll fucking make it work." And Flax is watching. It'll drive him mad. It'll be dead funny. Just fucking give me Wendy support. And Munchee is laughing and saying, "Ah, damn it, mate. No, you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, no, give me Wendy support." Watch this. Watch this.
I mean, Lich is definitely easier to execute, I think, for what happened last game. If he plays Wind Ranger, I just don't see it being good. He didn't trade well in lane. If he has no confidence to land shackles and he's not going to scale, that would be Omega throw, I think, if he picks Wind Ranger.
I'm just saying I wouldn't put it past him.
Okay, I'd like to see it then. At least they did ban the Nyx and the Sniper from last game.
Apparently
Which were two problem
Ogre.
here.
Apparently Ogre has been a hero that Dav has played quite a bit as
Okay.
well.
Ogre's pretty decent too. It seems they're picking a lot of easy to execute heroes. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Except for the Medusa support.
Oh, he's gone back to it.
Alright, they forced him into the Lich.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can beat it again. What did they picked Hoodwink last time, I think, here, and then they picked their Axe. Is what they did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate if they just ran it back, to be honest.
You know what
because-
I would like to see here, Kev? Something more like a Mars or something like that.
Why do you want Mars?
Just because I
Mars.
think if you've got a Centaur coming at you and you chuck down the Mars arena, it
That's true.
disrupts the whole thing. They can't get away, they
yeah.
can't get in, and you can blow up an important hero. I think it'd be decent.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, actually. It counters the center ulti, and if you have the blind thing, it'll stop Lich from casting armor on the guy that you're killing. The harder thing is that Mars is way harder to execute than Axe. So I would assume that Axe is just safer.
You
if they go
think
for that again.
Mars is harder to land an ult with than Axe?
I mean, no, not what you just said. Harder. I think it's harder to play the hero. Like,
Yeah,
you have to
maybe.
like ulti, spear him to the wall. Your team has to get there in time. Axe is just like you blink, call blade mail, and somebody probably dies.
Yeah, true. But
That's
I just feel
generally
like
what's happening.
we only saw like one good call in that whole game.
Yeah, that's a skill issue though. That person just needed to, and they also built bad items. Like the heart after blink is just
So they're not going to improve
so bad.
between game 1 and 2. I'm just saying, if you have a Mars ult, you blink, you drop, it's hard to miss. It's a fucking screen. It's, you just put down a huge fucking circle.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But you do have to stun the guy, and maybe he presses BKB. I don't know.
Maybe.
Axe is just
Maybe.
kind of easy, but there's some nuance to it certainly. The Jakiro
Oh, my
is
goodness.
different. If they do Medusa 4 again,
They will.
or Medusa 5, sorry,
will,
with
they will.
Jakiro 4, it's kind of an opposite. Jakiro's more of a 5 than a 4. I think Hoodwink is just a better hero in what you want from a 4, which is disable follow-up. Not that Ice Path is that bad. I guess with the context of Axe, Jakiro's fine, certainly. Because you can do like long-range Macro Power into long-range Ice Path, but I think Hoodwink is definitely the safer hero. It's definitely better in the lane. The double Acorn Bounce is something that really beat up on Lich.
Yeah.
The other upside, though, is that Jakiro's like all magic damage, so Lich's armor isn't going to do anything to protect him. So
True.
that's good
true.
too. So it's not that bad. Everything looks fine, but right now, lineup is way stronger than it was.
Joe says it's an amazing Axe Dagon game. Now, the Dagon Axe build is you blink, call Dagon Dunk. And the idea is you get more Culling Blade stacks. Kev, your thoughts?
That sounds fucking terrible. Well, there's slight upsides in that you are dealing you're doing a lot of spell damage between your second skill and your third skill, so you can spell lifesteal from it, but it just sounds very expensive. You could just do 400 more damage by like buying normal items, I'm quite certain. Again goes for the lifesteal against the Axe, which does seem to be a pretty good matchup, because if you're just raged, the Blade Mill doesn't damage you, and you're chunking Axe for a lot of damage. But maybe if there is a net worth change, I mean, there's counters both way, right? You can Axe call Lifestealer if he does a rage TP. Not that anybody probably knows how to do in this MMR bracket, but
Joe, you won't believe it, but I think Dav needs some more coaching. And I'll tell you why. He was level 5, and I want to say it might have been 15, if not
Just
16
15.
minutes.
yeah.
He literally cannot stay in XP range. It's like he's allergic to getting XP on his hero. This is a core Medusa, then. Unless we're going mid-dazzle.
Could be mid-dazzle. Mid-dazzle is the most common role for the hero. Seems a little advanced for players at the MMR, but maybe it's fine. It's not that hard to play these days. You just nuke the wave, you cast Poison Touch, right-click, and buy Ags. If they don't do that, then God help them, but it is also minus armor, which is kind of good with Axe. but
Yeah.
I just don't really feel like it's that incredible against the enemy heroes it's against. There's a lot of nuke stuff, a lot of disable,
I
a lot of
don't like this.
movement-based things.
I-
It doesn't look good against Centaur Lifestealer to me.
Dude, I think Halo 3 soundtrack, their laning was way better than Um's. They
Yeah.
clearly have something going on, but I would just, I don't know who, Does anyone know who is their coach? Because quite a few of these teams have a relatively high MMR relative to the stack coach, who's meant to be helping them. They have no coach. Okay. Well, good. God bless.
They're drafting on vibes.
I mean, their drafting is just the worst thing. I hate it. I hate it. I do admire the fact that they've got as far as they have, presumably picking whatever the fuck they feel like playing. I like that.
Yeah.
But it also annoys me that they could win this thing and they just decide not to.
I kind of am into them playing Medusa carry this game. I feel like against Lifestealer it looks okay.
They aren't
It's
gonna.
probably a
I hate
decent
to
match.
disappoint
You
you,
don't think
Kevin,
so?
but they're not gonna.
I'm sure. I think they first picked Medusa for the threat of the flex, don't you?
No.
Pros do it all the time.
I know they do. These lads do not.
Because Lifestealer against Axe looks pretty good.
Oh!
That's good against Lifestealer.
That is good against Lifestealer.
I feel like that's going to also bully Centaur. This time Centaur has a ranged hero though, so it's Centaur Hoodwink versus Razor Dusa probably, or Razor Jakiro. And I think that looks pretty good for both players, but probably better for the Razor lane. And if he just gets like a BKB and static links Lifestealer down, I feel like he can definitely kill that hero. It's also another source of minus armor. They've got like Dazzle plus Razor plus Axe Battle Hunger. They've got some pretty good damage here.
Indeed.
But Axe is going to get the wrong talents, so maybe that I shouldn't play up the physical damage too much.
Cinny, I know you're in chat. What do you think this is? How about a giant bag of Himalayan pink salt lentil chips from Costco?
Okay. They went for the Weaver. Is that mid Weaver?
Yeah.
Fucking weird. Okay. Mid Weaver. Not the most traditional role for the hero because there's not that much space to move, and you're usually taking advantage of you moving quickly. So, but it will be able to get away from Dazzle whenever Dazzle goes on him, which is probably an upside. So, could be fine. And ganking side lanes can be successful because he can TP to a lane and then run down his opponents. It's also good against Razor, I think. So,
Oh,
kind of into it.
Paul, I will play after this, mate. Because it's going to be a 2-0.
I think Jakiro's might have a really hard time this game. I don't know if I like Jakiro versus Lifestealer. Feels like if the Lifestealer ever finds you, there's like no counterplay. You're just gonna die.
Yeah.
I feel like same against Weaver. It doesn't look like a good Jakiro game at all. And then if Weaver gets like a Diffusal Blade or something, the Deuce's support's gonna die really easy. They just have a real lack of stuns on the Halo 3 soundtrack side. And it's a Lifestealer and a Weaver core. Like, how do you kill those two heroes? It's gonna be kind of hard.
That is the worst axe set I've ever seen.
It's an old one, I think.
That's
It's one of my
terrible.
first Sigma.
I'm
Yeah.
appalled. Did it.
Alright, let's see if their lanes go good, though. They've got things that should give them some good laning stage. So that's
We've
one
got
good thing.
crazy ads on the Jakiro. Vesper, once again, on the Medusa. Duck T is going carry Dazzy D.
I'm sorry, what? That's Carry Dazzle?
Yep. Falcus on the Axe. And John Jizzhands on the Razor.
Mid-Razor? That
I
does
don't
not make
know.
sense. Well,
But Duck T is the carry player, so I'd be surprised
Okay.
if he wasn't playing carry.
I mean, you kind of can. I mean, there's a lot of good talents for it, but...
Then we have Cool Llama on the Wife Stealer. James on the... I don't know who that is hiding there. Hoodwink. Dav on his... Coming to be his signature Lich. Ali on Midweaver. And... Is that Mori on the Centaur?
Seems to be.
Siegebird says it's mid-Razor, but we will see. We will see.
It shouldn't be. It makes more sense for Dazzle to go mid. Dazzle's the more traditional mid hero. Razor can mid, but why not just do static link Razor against some offlane Centaur? That just feels better to me.
It's because he's their mid. That's the rule.
Are you not allowed to lane swap?
Apparently not.
By apparently, or do you mean that's the rules, or they're
No,
just
I
doing
mean
this
they're
because
just
it's the rule?
doing it.
Okay.
I don't know. GDoe to confirm. It is a rule. Okay, I don't know why. They may not position swap. Why? Who cares? Why is that a thing? They can swap lane. Well then, alright, I'm going mid. Actually, I'm going to go bot. The rule makes no sense, GDoe. Like, Duck T could just say, we decided to swap lanes because it was better.
Like, they just put Razor mid against a guy that can go invisible and max movement speed, so, like, that doesn't seem very good to me.
The
'cause now your
goons
static link isn't
whinge.
any good.
What is wrong with these lads? Sorry, if I'm normally playing carry and then I decide I'm actually going to go mid, what the fuck? That's just the game. You can't be like, no, that's not fair. You're the carry player. That doesn't make any sense.
A little restrictive, but
It's not even just restrictive, Kev. It doesn't even make any sense. It's against Dota logic.
that's true. It's definitely different than that. Razor has not used a single ability mid lane yet.
No need, mate.
Scared to use the static link.
Cost mana.
I mean, that's true. I mean, he's doing fine. Thought it would be nice to suck Weaver's damage a little bit, even if you can't get that much.
Kieran says it's because people like to try and ban people's hero pools, and it's hard to do if they swap. Yes, that's the point. That's why drafting is important.
I guess that makes some sense. Because everybody is so, like, equal in terms of skill that it, like, doesn't matter that much what role they play. I guess it would make, like, the whole ban phase just not worth it. In some ways. Whatever. Here we are. They get counterpicked. Weaver versus Razor mid. Razor has spent some mana finally. I don't know how much he got out of it, but
I mean, he literally can't. He can't ever suck him off because then he just runs away, right?
yeah, he basically has to do it after Sakuchi is used. It's the safe time to use it, but even then, it's going to be hard. So that lane's going to be kind of a wash. I don't really expect anybody to die in the mid lane, so we don't really need to look there very much. I'm curious about the side lanes. Jakiro chose to get Ice Path level 2, which is bonkers to me.
Yeah, I hate
He's
that.
basically spending all of his mana.
It's 100 mana.
Yeah, he's gonna have no mana now.
For
the rest
and
of the
look,
mana
look how
pool.
long the stun is, GDoe. Oh, hello.
Ooh, they finally killed a Dusa.
Oh, this is a return kill though.
It does look like it, yeah.
Duck
Took a lot of
T
damage. James could have been
is
attacking him this
also
whole
dead.
time.
Yeah, just.
Oh, that was good.
Just imagine if you'd been fucking clicking him instead of running about.
Yeah, he could have been right-clicking Dazzle that entire time. That was at least like 3 right clicks.
Just
before
running back
the,
and forth, Kev. This is what it's like. These are my morning stack goons. This is what it's like. Like, you
Truly
think
goony.
it's going okay, and then it's not, because they just do things like, I'm just going to run back and forth like you're at the edge of a boxing match. Please help! Please help me! We're on the same team!
Centaur just died again, too. Well,
This is a
Dazzle's
death of
paying
Axe,
off.
too.
Okay, so yeah, lane definitely going a lot worse for the Radiant off lane than the previous game.
Yeah.
Axe does have decent last hits at least. He's got boots picked up. It's not the worst. Lich's skill build looks better. He went 2-0-1. Went more offense. Looks like Jakiro's dead here too.
Click on
Does
Jakiro.
land. Good
Clicked.
attempt. Trying to save his life, but it's the best they could
Hey,
do.
he comes back with mana, though, Kev, so he can land that 1 second stun.
That's true. I just wish he got liquid fire. It does 100 damage at level 1 right now. That's so crazy
I
for
think
0
it-
mana.
Yeah. Doesn't it also, I'm pretty sure it pierces spell immunity as well, right?
That I doubt, but it
Oh,
does
it
not.
doesn't. I thought it did, because it works on towers.
It does. Towers aren't spell immune though.
Oh, true.
Just the abilities just don't work on them. That's all.
Good old
So yeah, the
Dotes.
Jakiro has been a grief pick based on the skill build. That's like really bad to not. Like if he just went liquid fire level 1, he could just be hitting them with liquid fire every 13 seconds to do damage, you know, and then get dual breath level 2, and then all of a sudden you just have a lot.
Yeah.
So bad choice. At least he's got 2 dual breath now, but Lifestealer is pretty full HP. And Lich is having... Oh, Lich bought a Ring of Basilius. This is a factually terrible item to buy in this hero. It actually does nothing.
It does nothing. It literally does nothing.
And it gives mana to Lifestealer, who only has one spell that he's going to cast, which is Open Wounds. Daff has some issues.
I mean, he does want to get mana boots, is his thinking. Because I'm sure he
so
ran
bad.
out of mana a lot last time. But yes,
It's so bad.
it is
so
bad.
bad.
It is very bad. Why was there
It's
no
like-
call there? I feel like you could have called and got a decent number of spins off there.
Maybe he just hit 4 from that creep wave.
Maybe.
That could have been it.
Nah.
Because he was 0-1-2 before. But yeah, the Basie into boots. Why not buy boots before Basie, for example, you know?
Yes, Jesper. Towers are not spell immune. Spells just don't work on them is indeed an S-tier Dota quote. That is exactly Dota in a nutshell. They're not spell immune. Spells just don't work on them. Like, but he's right. But technically, they're not. It's not piercing spell immunity, right? Like, it's a different, for some reason,
yeah.
a different thing, which is stupid.
It's not like they have magic resistance or something.
Right.
It's just
But it is silly that it's worded that way. You're right. But saying they're not immune to magic. Oh, hello. Weaver is walking into trouble here. As is Razor.
he walked away from the hoodwink. Why?
He did. I don't know.
Oh.
There goes the stun. He's going to just scuttle away.
Why does
no
he have a
mana.
blood grenade on Razor?
Oh, Ali should have
No
scuttled
one's
in a
gonna
wee
die,
bit.
Huh? Oh, that was sloppy. Razor
Lot of
needed to-
players.
Razor needed to stick on the hoodwink because he had him static linked.
Yeah.
He could have caught up to him almost certainly. Hoodwink does have boots and scurry, but still. Weird play. Also, nobody bought bottle in the mid lane, which, okay, never mind. Weaver does have a bottle, but Razor also should have bought a bottle because you can just spam your spells and out harass your opponent. Axe and trouble top.
There you
Good
go,
ice
Kev. There's that ice path, bud.
Yeah, but now he's done
Now
with his
he's
lane
out of
because he
mana.
doesn't-
No, he's got
He's just
nothing.
a shitty, slow hero that has no... Okay, he finally got Liquid Fire. Thank God. Please use that thing. Throw it out there. Put that shit on cooldown. It's 100 damage. Please use it. He's used it.
He did use it. Wow!
All does not seem so good against
Oh.
Lifesteal phase boost. He's got phase. Oh, they're both so fast.
Oh my god!
Liquid Fire. That will help. Phase boost
Oh,
again.
he's
Okay, given
ditched!
up.
What a save.
That was really close. Electric, you're running away from experience. Oh, there's a Wisdom Rune. Okay. I see. Good Wisdom Rune. Good Wisdom Rune. How's Dazzle doing down here? Three
Dazzle
kills?
is having a great time.
Kind of seems like it.
Oof. That does feel hard to land.
It is, yeah. They made the ability... They had to make it weak because they moved Mana Shield to his innate, you know?
Right.
So some carry Dusa players that are pros, they maybe get 1 point Gorgon's Grasp and they don't level it up.
They just give
'Cause it's
stats.
just better. Yeah, they go stats. 'Cause stats are really good on Medusa. to be
Yeah,
fair.
of course.
Damage, HP, and mana, which is
Yeah.
HP. So it's like HP damage.
Pretty big.
Alright, let's see if this Razor gank goes good. He's got Phase Boot, so he's pretty fast here. Starting off on the Lich decently. This looks great. Oh, he's extremely dead. I maybe would have liked him to save Static Link for the Lifestealer.
Yeah.
But Lifestealer's fast. He's really fast.
He is quick.
If they can get the tower, this would be good.
So
In the
someone in
meantime,
chat has
Reaper's
said the problem with GTI is 50% of the teams think it's a laugh and the other 50% are mega sweat lords. I mean,
That's like most Dota players, yeah.
it is a lobby, and I think the objective is to try to win. I think as long as people can, like, if you want to play for fun, just play regular Dotes. Like, people are fucking scrimming and shit to play in this, because it's like, how often do you get to do that? I guess
Yeah,
that's the
that's true.
thing is most of us are just playing pub Dotes. Razor does get the link off on Lifestealer, has to back
Ooh.
up.
He should have walked with him more, I think. He could have sucked a lot more damage
He
and maybe
could've.
threatened to kill, but
But
Soon as he
team
didn't.
ditched.
I mean, they needed to ditch. He stayed way too long. Like, he did not need to be there.
Indeed.
They should have given up after the successful kill. They stayed, trying to force the tower, but it was actually too early for that. Razor lost a lot of momentum
Yeah.
as a result. And they did some mid damage on his tower, too. So he just needed... The gank was successful. He needed to just go back mid. Simply put.
Dazzle is, Lich is level 6. It's not even 10 minutes, Kev. What is happening?
Wow, big
It's
difference.
because the fight came to him.
It's because his opponent laned much worse as a support, so he never felt any pressure, and then he had confidence to cast his spells.
Yeah.
Despite spending 450 gold on an item that doesn't do anything. But his arcanes are coming at least. See, the real solution, Lich players, you need to just increase your mana pool. So you could do something like buy an energy booster, basically.
So Heretic, here's the issue. The higher MMR players that crept in, here's the problem is, first of all, MMR inflation is a genuine thing. As we covered in a very, very clever and hilarious skit, which both Kev and I were in.
That's true.
The issue is that Ali lives.
Lich.
Oh, shit! There's
You are
some
going to
bouncers
die,
are going in
G-Girl.
here. Oh, shit. Oh, get a grave note. So the issue is this, is if we had enough Archon and below players to make up however many teams are in this, in GTI, is it 12 teams, 13 teams, something like that? We could do that. But unfortunately, we don't have enough low MMR players. We didn't last time. So it's just finding enough people who play Dota and are like KBJ level. Yeah, 17 teams. 17 teams were in this. There were 18, but one got booted. So 17 teams. So the issue is, like, if we say, oh, there's too many high MMR players, so, well, then we just have to do this with fewer teams. And I think people have genuinely enjoyed this. So, if you know, the MMR inflation is there. It's not like watching this game. It's not like Ali has been so good that he's decided the game. So I think it's actually relatively fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive you managed to get 12 teams. That's a lot of
17.
People. 7?
17.
That's really good.
Yeah. That's a lot of teams.
It is. Alright, you gotta damage suck him now. There we go. I mean, he had to.
Yeah, he had to, just to get him the fuck off.
No wand on Razor. Where's the wands? Come on, guys. What is this? Nobody's got magic wands except for like 2 players. They caught the centaur. Ooh, the root missed. This guy's very tanky.
He is very tanky. Dab gets the ice shield off on him. No!
Okay, good.
Dab with the suck! Oh, he gets fucking dunked.
Oh, this is good. It all worked.
It did all work. This is a much more competitive game than the first game. I will say that. I think the Razor pick was actually a very good pick. Not against the Weaver, but against the Lifestealer. Because he can't just run at you, lads. Which is what he did the first time. He literally, unimpeded, was able to just eat his way through people. He can't infest to get away. Like, at the very least, he has to dip in and out. You've got the Dazzle there, just clicking away. There's potential here. We'll see.
And Dazzle's only going to get stronger, too. His Axe is almost finished, so...
What does the Ags do on Dazzle? I haven't played this hero in forever.
So you can use Shadow Wave on enemies
Oh, yeah.
as well as enemies, as allies.
I love...
So it basically means the wave just dies. He's gonna if he would just cast Shadow Wave, the whole wave would be dead.
One of my favorite heroes, dude. I've played him so much.
And when you cast on, he'll also attack one of the people.
Oh, wow.
That it used it on. So he basically will just run at them, use Poison Touch, and Shadow Wave spam. He's very, very good at upping the tempo of the game, is one way that pros use him.
I don't think we saw him in Dream League? Or I didn't cover one of the games.
At least once. At
Oh,
least
really?
once
Oh,
he got
okay.
picked, yeah. Ooh, good damage suck there.
That is
was
nice.
Oh, he could have easily killed Lich. Oh, please dive him. He doesn't know where he went. Okay, he's got him. Nice kill.
Double kill!
Phase Boots is a little goofy, but it's working.
What would you get on him? The treads?
Treads is more common for sure. I mean, the armor's decent. Like, it's quite good against Lifestealer and Weaver. That part's good. And hypothetically, more movement speed against like fast heroes is a good thing too. All right, they're gonna be able to see where he is now. Ooh, that was really well done. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. He's gonna have to time lapse. I think they should give up on him. They're not gonna catch him. It was a good try.
It was close.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Weaver's really not that farmed, despite his hero being effective this game. I feel like that's probably because he was mid. Just not
I
a
think
great
he's been
mid hero.
running around a lot as well, in all honesty.
Yep. Yeah, too much.
Like, as an
That's
answer to
almost right.
Razor, I get it. But I think then maybe you pick something that farms with spell damage and not right-click, maybe? Something that
Yeah.
can keep a distance. I think Lena
Might
might
have
have
been
been
fair.
reasonable, but...
Yeah,
Ali
it depends if
very
the
low.
player's good at him.
Yeah, true.
But the Dragon Lance is good. It's going to make him more survivable for upcoming fights. Ooh, he actually got hit by the Brute.
Woof!
It's like Deuce is buying something new this game. Possibly Force Staff or Pavis. Not sure which yet.
When Weaver is injured and has to limp, I really like that he drags one of his legs like an injured bug.
Yeah. Pretty good, alright. Oh, gets snaked again here. It's like that will not deal damage while he's invis. So that's a pretty nice counter to
Yeah.
Medusa.
Oh, the Lifestealer died!
Put his hands on him.
He did. They're going to get Mori here too. Oh, he goes down the Lich Hole. Could do some bits. Bit of bouncing. Yes. No more, though. They're going to get the break on the axe. The
Oh,
grave.
Cast your spells, lads. He's got battle hunger this whole time.
No need. No need to cast
Alright.
spells. Don't be ridiculous, Kev.
They're covering their teammates really good. This is solid. Axe is alive. He's nowhere near close to Blink Dagger, but he's got the Blade Mail at least. Dazzle trying to fight this Hoodwink here. Hoodwink should be able to get away. This is going pretty good.
Yeah.
Jakiro's shitting the bed a little bit, but it's getting better with the skill points getting higher. Pushing side lanes, which is good.
Pew pew. Oh, this could be
Juices.
trouble for Juicer.
Good route.
Oh, wow. What's the axe got, please, GDoe?
Just Blade Mail phase. He's got 1,000 until he gets Blink. He's definitely underperforming this game compared to the previous. He needed to spend more time farming until he gets Blink. Like, he shouldn't be fighting.
Yeah, you need
But it's
Blink
it's-
on this hero.
It's working because his opponents are making really obvious mistakes, but he shouldn't have any opportunity to get a call right now. Like, he
Yeah.
should just be pushing out top or jungling.
Agreed.
But them taking a tower is good. And Dazzle's really strong right now, so this ain't the worst.
Kev, have I told you the legend of former in-house player Karkoradon?
I don't think so. I don't
He
think
was
I
an
know what that
axe player. He's older than me, believe it or not. Such people
Okay.
do exist. He's older than me. He pretty much only played axe. You remember Malastrix?
means. Yep.
This is his brother.
Oh,
And
okay.
he played in the in-houses a few times. He only played axe, and his thing was, if you know what you're doing on axe, you don't need blink. That was his thinking. Ah, Viol! He doesn't have it! He's fucking dead! Holy shit! He
Dazzle's
did get it
damage is
off.
so
He did
high.
get it off.
That was a full chain boss on or bounces on heroes, and it just didn't even matter.
Did nothing.
They're kind of rolling this game. I don't know. They're 5-manning too much. Like, this is the moment they should just back. They're waiting
Yeah.
for the next creep wave to, like, attack the tower with a phase boots Razor. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they can keep the creep wave alive with the Dazzle at least. But
So yeah,
It's just
so
so
he
much
played
effort.
axe. He didn't use
Yeah.
TP scrolls because he said it was cheating. He didn't get blink
Okay.
because in his mind, if you know what you're doing, you don't need blink on axe.
Okay.
He felt that any kind of invisibility was unsporting and wouldn't indulge in it.
fair point. I get that.
What else? God, Mally explained it really well. He had all these rules that he played by. He's like Harold. He's like really rock bottom Harold.
Yeah.
Plays every single day. Like comes home
Does he
from
still
work.
play?
Yeah. As far as I
Oh.
can tell, he still plays. Like I have to ask Mally if he's still playing, but it was literally he has thousands and thousands and thousands of hours and has his personal rules that he lives by, which I do quite like.
Yeah.
Even though the rules are terrible and there's no sense. Like he's solo queuing game after game after game, and his allies are like, Axe, please get blink. He's like, don't need blink. I know what I'm doing. Like, please get blink. Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's pretty wild, all right. This axe does have a blink. He's gonna go on Weaver.
Oh, hello. This is not going to work.
It's gonna get close, but yeah.
Waste
Went
of
for
a
the
dunk.
top.
Waste
Yeah, it
of a
was
dunk.
a really hopeful dunk attempt here.
Kremsaw says, oddly enough, first time chat, do you know any diets for smaller people? No.
For smaller people?
Do you mean children? Do you mean little people? What do you mean, smaller people? Oh, smaller poops! Smaller poops!
Oh.
I didn't read it properly.
It means you have to eat less fiber, but which isn't really good. But, yeah, less fiber would be your diet.
That's the end of Mori. Diets for smaller poops. I think the thing is, like, what goes in must come out, right? Like, that's pretty much it. So, I would just say, if you're having trouble with particularly large poops, you're probably eating maybe very, very large meals. Get a stool softener. That's what old people use, I understand.
Yeah, that would also help. I mean, fiber's kind of interesting in that if you eat a lot of fiber, it actually makes your poops easier in some ways, because then like your poop is less dense.
There you go.
What it seems like. So, but if you eat a lot of fiber, you're also going to poop more. But if you eat too little fiber, your poops are going to be very compacted and hard, and you're more likely to injure yourself when pooping, which is not healthy, obviously.
There you go.
So, I think you're trying to solve a problem that's a little bit unnecessary to solve. You just need to eat fiber. Just eat fiber, and
Eat
whatever
some
happens,
fiber.
happens.
Eat some fiber and come back to us with an update.
Hope your bowel health improves.
Good luck. It's important. It's very important. As you get older, it becomes even more important.
I believe that. Well, Dazzle...
Old people struggle greatly with pooping. What's
That's
Dazzle got? Yeah, it's a huge thing. So much of... I'd say the things that old people struggle with the most are their gut and pooping. And then just muscle and joint. That's pretty much... Those are the top things. Like, if you go into an old person's shop, they used to exist a lot more when I was younger. Now I guess I don't think they get it online. I don't know what they do, but there would be a shop near me. I lived in Bournemouth, which is used to be a big retirement home. It was like a big town, like 100,000+ people, and it was like 90% of them were in their 80s. That's what it felt like. Very old people centric. And there were shops just for them, where they sell those trousers that only old people wear. I don't know what they're made of. They're like some ultra durable fabric. It's like Kevlar trousers that old people wear. They never crease. And they're just like rock solid. Big orthopedic shoes. Canes, shirts that tuck in and have like some, I don't know what material it is. Yeah, very easy buttons. Those things for grabbing and picking stuff up off the ground. And I'm thinking, I don't know if the young people, if I look at people now in their 30s and 40s, although for sure people when they were back in the 40s and 50s were living a less sedentary lifestyle than we are now, I think we have a much better understanding of things like nutrition, exercise, general health, vitamins. So I think as this, maybe not my generation quite as much, but a little bit, but certainly your generation and the one after it, I think their health as they get older will be a lot better. Even with what people see as a sedentary lifestyle, I think they're looking after themselves a lot better in other ways. They're not smoking, they're not drinking as much.
I mean, there's a lot of people that vape these days.
Ape?
Is that what you call? Is that like a meme?
Did you say ape?
I know vape.
Vape?
Yeah.
It's not as bad for you as smoking.
Sure, but probably. But I'm just saying there's a lot of kids that vape.
It's not as bad as smoking. Wow, he's trying to kill Dav. Unsuccessful. Used his ult to try to kill Dav. Gets a tip for the pleasure. Dav with the tip.
Damn, he's typing.
I wanted to farm ancients. Doe.
So very effective. He lowered his GPM by
Oh! That was close.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
The Weaver was definitely dunkable.
Ooh.
Battle Hunger? No?
Oh, he's
Doesn't
hitting the bug. I thought he saw him. You know, I gotta say the Axe's level feels a little bit low to me. Yes, it is. They're fighting the mid. Good Deuce ulti to offset the lifestealer.
Yeah, that was nice.
This isn't too bad. I think Halo 3 squad is doing a really good job this game. They're playing together as a whole. Like, there's obviously some mistakes that are happening, but they're covering each other much better.
It is only a
than,
4k
previous
gold lead, but I think this Dazzle carry is actually working out so much better than the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
There's a call! Can they get a dunk? No!
They were on cooldown. He couldn't dunk anyways. It's fine. Axe still gets on armor, right? Or whenever he gets a kill.
Whoops.
Oh, that's right. No assist. He has to get the kill. That's okay. He's got 3.6 armor harvested this game. Maybe he does get one for an assist.
So, Snoog, I don't doubt that there's some long-term effects of vaping that are bad. Are you going to tell me they're worse than smoking? Like, that's the way I see it. As a lifetime nicotine addict, I fail to see how, having been a smoker, this is worse. Even if it ends up being the vapes that kill me, so be it. It would have been smoking otherwise. And smoking is much worse. Much worse. Currently unknown. Well, I've been vaping for 12 years, and I can tell you right now, my health is nowhere near as bad as it would have been if I'd been smoking for that whole time.
That's good.
And I'm not saying it's good for you. I would never say that.
Radiant team is losing 2 important towers. They're getting Rax bottom while losing their tier 2 mid. If they can take a good fight here, it could make up for it, though.
The Lich Ult into the Willow! They get the axe. Vesper also in trouble. That was a nice combo. They actually comboed.
Please TP. Please TP. They all have teleports and they were just getting Raxed. They just lost a whole Rax for nothing.
Yeah. Well, look.
Oh, that's going to make the game really
Team,
hard.
I'm not going to lie to you, chat. The reason I have vape as a banned word is because every time someone brings it up, they decide to mention to me that what I'm doing is bad. I don't fucking care. Okay? There you go. I hope that's an end to it.
That's pretty fair. It'd be annoying to address a lot. Okay, so what the Radiant team is doing poor. All right, one thing they're doing good is they're grouping up, but this was a moment where they needed to back and defend their tier 3 tower. Losing a tier 2 to get a Rax would have been fine, but they lost a tier 2 tower and they lost an entire set of barracks.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Without defending it, and all they did was get this top tower down to like 20% HP.
Yeah.
So, in no way valuable. The squad has been doing a better job of split pushing. Both Weaver and Lifesteal are a little bit hard to gank. So if they just go to separate lanes where the Radiant squad is not, they're going to get more net worth on the map and they're going to have more tactical opportunities.
I think
there is a BKB on Razor.
This
but...
Weaver split push is literally their plan. Because their push, for all of their draft, their push is shit. Like, they don't push anywhere near as well as, like, I assume the Weaver has Deso and shit, so he's always going to push faster.
Oh,
big fight here!
Okay, he's good.
They get the Lich.
Oh, kill the Weaver.
They get the Weaver, it's only the Aegis. James goes down as well. They're on top of Cool Llama. They're on top of Cool Llama. Can they kill the Lifestealer? Ducty's trying to kill him. He's ultra low. They get him. The center ult. Mori's trying to get more. There's the grave. No, sir. Kill the bug. Ali's here for cleanup crew.
Okay, good disable. They do.
Oh, the good call! Bang!
Right,
misses the
fails,
dunk, but
so
they get
good.
5.
Huge fight. I mean, that was 2 lives. That was Aegis fight, and they still crushed it. It basically came down to this. Razor got jumped first. He didn't press BKB, which was really dangerous. But then Dazzle hit him with this gigantic heal, and then he pressed BKB. So he basically got like a full suck and a lot of right-clicking. The Lifestealer struggled to kill one guy. He didn't succeed on that. I don't know who he went on first, but they killed Lifesteal afterwards. Dazzle got so much done in that fight. 2 BKBs on those important heroes, and now they are definitely going to... Well, maybe not definitely, but they're going to possibly get this Rax.
They're going to get this. They have to get this. Surely they get
They're
this.
all responding, though.
Oh.
Enemy squad's up. And they don't have that much damage. It's a phase boot Razor.
Yeah.
This guy needs to static link for them to be successful on kills. I mean, their true carry is a Dazzle. So, like, they actually just don't kill buildings quickly.
Can they get anything here? Centaur gets a stomp. It's only on the Centaur. The Lifestealer pops out straight into an ice path. The Razor is getting good link, but he is fed up and he goes down. They're going to get more here. They get the Medusa as well. That's 2 dead, no buyback. They're looking for Jakiro.
He's just dead, I think. He's going to get spotted, yep. He needed to just TP earlier. It was a good attempt, but... Alright, so, yeah. Unfortunate fight. They needed Razor to static link the Weaver, but he started on the Centaur before, or the Lifestealer, but Lifestealer popped out after the link came out, so that was just kind of a lost fight. Also, BKB wasn't ready on Razor. Razor also is splitting an S and Y into the Heaven's Halberd Manta. This is not the build, ladies and gentlemen. You are supposed to get a Refresher Orb so that you can do Link BKB into Refresh into second BKB double ulti into a second Link. So this is not a good way to make your hero much stronger.
I thought the Refresher BKB build was fairly famous. I must be mistaken.
It is. It's very standard, but maybe he feels a little overwhelmed doing it or something. Or I would have liked to see him get like a Butterfly. He's against a Lifestealer and a Weaver. If he just gets Butterfly on Razor, he would be way more survivable. But both of these two items, the Halberd and the Manta, they don't really increase your damage that much. Pros use them because they're good at using the abilities to get out of crucial danger. But average players are not very good at that. Like, what is he going to Manta get out of? Open wounds, I guess? Doesn't feel very good. Gleipnir, I guess.
He's going to Manta dodge. Oh, this is a gamble. I don't know what he's doing here.
I don't know what he buys after the Manta, but I hope it's like a Butterfly or a Daedalus or
a Refresher.
But the Refresher feels kind of goofy now.
I sense a big fight brewing.
At least he can Halberd the Lifestealer, I guess, but it only lasts for 3 seconds. He's going to need a BKB.
Oh,
no
he does get the BKB
yet.
off.
He's running way too deep. Needs to get to his team.
There's the Lifestealer. There's the Link. There's the Lich Show.
He's sucking his damage.
Cool Llama's going down. He is dead for 54. Falcons needs to kill these bugs. The Dazzle is here now. The BKB Dazzle. Gets one, gets two. Here's Ali. Ali's here! Nice call! The grave might just save him. He's dead! I can't believe it. The nut is doing some work. He's going to kill the bugs. Can they get more?
Ooh, the double.
Oh! James goes to the deny! He doesn't get it! That's a 5-man wipe for the loss of just a Chikiro. Can they get anything from this?
I gotta say, this Dazzle, it's working, man.
It is working.
He's winning the fights. Lifestealer's damage is not as effective as it used to be when Dazzle's coming out here to heal bomb and give people armor on his team. The fact that he got a BKB really changed things because it makes him very difficult to kill.
Huge.
And Weaver does some damage, but he also bought an Orchid, which, what's the point when they got BKB? He's like, gotta wait until the BKB ends and then his Orchid does something. That was a big item misstep. He would have been better off to go like a Daedalus or something, I feel like, so he could like blow somebody up really quickly before his opponent could react.
The Alpine stage of the Tour de France is upon us. The mountain-like graph, up and down like a bad nun's underwear. I'm just reaching. I'm reaching.
What is that? Poor underwear. Where's it? I really like that John Jizz hands.
She's eating too much fiber, Kev. She's eating too much fiber, obviously.
Okay. That makes sense. Razor saved Static Link the entire fight until Lifestealer popped out. And there were so many opportunities that he could have just been like, fuck it, I just got to use it. He saved it the entire time, and the second that Lifestealer came out, he finally linked him, and that completely sealed Lifestealer's fate. Not only saving Axe, but making sure that Lifestealer died. So that was a really, really big moment for the Radiant squad. And now they're up 7k. Ags is finished on Dusa, so that's getting a little better. Jakiro is slowly picking up items. He built half of an Ags, and then he said, nah, I'm getting a Yule Scepter, which he's going back for now.
Yeah.
And it looks like Dazzle's going to Octarine Core to lower the cooldown of all his abilities to make Bad Juju more effective.
Very nice.
Also gives him a lot of mana regen, which he kind of needed. So.
Yeah, you do need mana on this lad. Almost has Octarine. Pretty close. I think one more big fight here, they might be able to actually finish off a lane. But, like we said, their push, not amazing. Weaver Deso, Lifestealer chomping away. The buildings do tend to go down. And, of course, they did lose bot. You know what? Losing a lane like that is so fucking sad.
It is. It's made the game a lot harder, right? They have to keep coming back to defend it because they made that mistake earlier.
It really does hurt.
The tough thing that could just lose them the game in the end. If they like lose one fight, the creep wave is already there, you know?
So Dazzle is... I would recommend, like, as a core, because there was a period where his ult lowered the cooldown on items as well, so you would get, like, Hex and shit like that, and you would just... It was disgusting. Like, it was ridiculous. Where you could just constantly be casting. And I played him as a support a lot in that period. And you could, all the pros started running him as a core, and it was like, oh shit, this guy is actually nuts. The change to this hero over the time I've been playing, he used to just be like, Poison Touch was like annoying and alright in lane, and the heal was nice, but the grave was like what it was all about. Was you would grave people and you'd save them in the fight, and it was like, oh shit, what a grave. Turn the fight around. And then they were like, well, he needs more stuff. And also he would lower armor. Like, he always lowered armor for everyone in a big AoE, right? So like he was good, but he wasn't like core potential. And then they gave him all this extra shit, and suddenly he's like a core. And he's fun. He's a fun fucking hero. He's really frustrating to play against.
That is true, especially with his BKB and his Force Staff. He can get out of a lot of problematic things, which is good. There's a lot of good items on the Radiant squad. They're not doing a great job pushing the side lanes out. Pretty consistently, Munchee here is basically farming jungle, killing a creep wave, and getting creeps in their base. So this is like a perfect example of the mistake they're making. Is that, again, these creeps are going to get on top of tier 4s.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to go defend it, and they're just hoping to find a hero in the jungle at night. Very unlikely, by the way, without a ward. And so they're kind of just like losing opportunity once again.
So the goon smokes are routinely appalling, Cav. But see, this is all stuff where you think this could be... Oh, he's going to fight! The Centaur is down, the Stampede. He gets inside Dav and runs away. The Weaver is back, he's splitting. So, there are some times that the goons smoke and they've got it into their sort of brain that this is the time to do it. When you don't know where any of the enemy are, someone will say, we should smoke. Like, with no vision. And I always think, why are we doing this? We don't know where they are. We're going to waste a minute running around looking for them. And if we find someone... Yeah, but it's probably going to be a fucking support we bump into. Or we'll be like, well, alright, we killed the hoodwink, but... Oh, back to the lanes, I guess. And you think, that was a minute where they were farming and you weren't. So all that money that they've got is like money towards leveling the game. If you have good vision down and you see, oh shit, he's there, that's when you smoke. Also, as soon as they've done Roche, they always smoke out. I don't know why. The goons always do it. They finish Roche, they instantly smoke out.
They know they want to fight because they're stronger right now. But
yeah, but you know exactly where the enemy is. And if they're not contesting you, they're fucking running as far away as possible.
Yeah.
Like, think about when you're playing, if they're doing Roche top, you're gonna be like, they're probably doing Roche, they're not showing on any of the waves, they're not pushing any waves, they're either smoked or they're doing Roche, let's play safe. You're not gonna be like, I'm just gonna go wandering about, and I'll go to the riskiest wave there is to farm it. You're gonna say, I don't know where any of them are, I'll be careful. And equally, as soon as they've done Roche, you're going to fucking fall back to the high ground in all likelihood. Oh dear. That wasn't the one.
It was not. He does have shards, so there was like a chance of it working, but it did not work. I'm just sad that Razor spent 4,000 gold upgrading his Sanjiasha into these two arguably worse items.
It's a shame.
Very, very big bummer. And now he's queuing up BOTs. He's going to spend like 7,000 gold not becoming stronger.
Yeah,
he could just had like a butterfly and a satanic or a refresher or something.
It's hard to say, Kev. It's hard to say why. Meanwhile, Ali is just pushing mid.
Yeah. I mean, he just pushes bottom and then he pressured mid as well. And the Radiant team just feels like they have to stick as 5 all the time. And if you do it all the time, this is what happens. Your opponents sense the patterns and then you're just wasting your time. Then you have the TP heroes back just to defend towers.
Yeah.
What they should do is do some mix of like sometimes sit bottom with 2 heroes, sometimes it's just 1, and then get ward vision out and look for opportunities. Like the dire vision is very good, and it has been for a while. It's spotting all of their opponents, and that's basically allowed the dire team to AFK farm across the map successfully, which is why the net worth is now even again.
Do you know, I think that one of the issues that people have is once they've taken a tower, they think we have to finish off this lane. And that's fine, like I get it. All things being even, that's the lane you'd go for. But if you look at the map, the lane they need to deal with routinely is bot. And they have tier 2 in the top lane. They still have the tower mid. What they should be doing if they're going to push out a lane is group up and push out the bot lane. But instead, they're going to give up Roche to Dire here because they have to keep responding to this Weaver split push.
And they kept doing it unsuccessfully. When he easily could have killed him. I mean, if they have Jakiro and Axe and Dazzle, Weaver dies. For sure, with those 3 people. So they just did a bad job solving that problem because they're scared to go into the darkness. They want to just take this like 5v5 in the lane that they prefer with their tanky heroes in front.
Well, look at what ward they've got here, Kev. If you look on the left-hand side, just north of those ancients, that's the only ward they have on the map. That's the only Radiant ward. Can you see another one?
Do they have how many wards are in their shop is the real question, because I don't see any in their inventories. They're just not buying them. There's one on Dusa. That's about it though.
They have them.
Anyways, they finally 5-manned the correct lane, but unfortunately it's
too late because now they're going to give up a
been-
tier 2 and then they gave up Aegis.
yeah, they're gonna probably stay to kill this tier 2, and they're gonna be late to defending their top racks, and they're gonna be close to mega creeped afterwards. All right, they're TPing back. Here comes the mass TPs. They're gonna almost catch one. Hoodwink is a very good kill right now, by the way. He's got just Gleipnir and Daedalus, so he can't defend himself.
They're going to catch no one.
Razor's
Oh,
fortunate.
Razor's dead.
Oh, he's so dead. Oh,
The grave, the call! The
BKB.
Medusa ult!
He's living.
He is alive! He is a liver! He gets the link off! He's running away! He's BKB'd, he's running away!
bugs, though.
He does go down. Falcon's in trouble too, gets killed by the Lifestealer. Vesper also in big trouble.
Oh no.
Oh, dearie me. The buybacks come out. Oh, the Weaver kills a Jakiro. The call goes down on the Weaver from the axe.
But
It's not enough! The dunk whiffs!
the chop.
The grave goes down. The axe is going to die too. It took some time, but the Ice Path doesn't do much. Lifestealer is in here. No Razor buyback. Lifestealer's hitting these buildings. Ali almost goes down. Oh, he does. That's only the Aegis. Oh,
Man,
no.
they really need to kill bugs.
Oh, Dazzle. Forced halves away. Oh my good god.
Okay, good. Ice Path does not hit. 14 seconds for Razor. That'll help a lot.
A minute on Axe.
Macro
How do they
Fire
not
as
have...
well.
They don't have buy... Did they die back on the Axe?
Macro.
The Macropire does go down. Buys
Yeah,
a little
he
bit of
bought back and
time.
he died twice.
Ouch. Well, that's Megas. And they haven't taken a single Rax in return, despite
Yeah.
being on top for so much time. Kev, you said it. That's back to even. That is now 15k to the Dire. When you take all the buildings,
Yep.
that's what happens.
And their just lack of addressing the split pushing, their opponents getting more farm than them. They didn't really know how to take a fight, like take kills from their opponents when their opponents were playing split pushy. And it's a very important skill to learn to make your game better. Deuce is also leveling attributes over split shot this whole time. Like he could have just gotten split shot and pushed creep waves. You don't have to just buy support items all game. You can transition, or at least skill split shots. So you can push waves. That would have been decent. He even got the split shot damage penalty talent accidentally this game. That hurts. That hurts big time on Dusa. Last game he got the Mystic Snake cooldown one.
Yeah.
Rough one. So yeah, Razor's items that he bought really hurt him this game. He would have been more survivable in that that cliff fight, certainly, if he had better items. I mean, the evasion's fine. Yeah, I don't even think he used the Manta style. His base raw damage is just not that high.
I mean, he walked solo up into the triangle.
Yeah, I mean, Dazzle was there to heal him, so it was like kind of good. But if he had like a butterfly or something, he just would have lived, and he would have done more damage and had more attack speed and all these things. The bugs have been a big problem, genuinely. They really have.
Yeah, they actually
Like,
have.
it just feels like there's always like a 5-tick bug on a guy,
Yeah.
and they don't kill them in time. Manta is helpful for that. Invis is really helpful, like a Glimmer Cape, for example. Great against that. Dazzle also hasn't bought his item yet for some reason.
What's
I know
Dazzle
he had
got?
the money before. He's been saving buyback this whole time, but I feel like he just should have bought it.
What item? Oh,
His
the
Octarine.
Octarine.
Remember, he was like so close before.
Yeah.
He's definitely had the gold. He's also bought back right up, by the way, and he might as well buy out, but he hasn't done it yet. He's scared to send his courier, I guess.
I said it to the other shop. So the issue is they spent so much time running around top doing nothing and having to continually TP back. That's what's lost them this game.
It's a good fight.
Oh, Razor in big
Commando
trouble. He's
Very
eaten.
dead.
Falcus gets graved,
Good
but
grave.
he's going to go down. He's not going to go down. He's still alive.
Yep, got another grave. They've
Razor
got another
buyback.
fight. Oh, good fight.
They do
Lich
get
is
Lich. Can they get Centaur?
I think so. Beat him up. Man, he is not dying.
Dunk his ass! There you go!
Oh, he's got Crimson Guard and Shivas is why, and Blade Mail, so he just has a heaping amount of armor. That's why, and Razor has bad items, so that's why he wasn't taking any damage there. Now Razor's even farther behind. Now he's like 2 items behind his opponents.
So everyone in chat seems to think that this Centaur is what's winning these games.
Are they really? Ugh.
I don't know
wrong.
why they think that.
Please stop saying that. His laning was subpar in both games. His teamfight impact is okay with Stampede, and he has bought good items. That's the best thing he's doing, is buying good items. But literally all the Radiant team had to do was buy good items, and they would be doing just fine. And then Centaur wouldn't feel like a problem. I promise you. Like, Razor just bought weird items halfway through. And they also did not play well with the whole split pushing thing. The counter to split push is ganking the people that are split pushing. And then you look at your team and you're like, who has stuns on our team? Oh, it's Jakiro, it's Axe, and it's Dazzle. Those 3 heroes should smoke or kill whoever's split pushing. And when you do that, you push out that lane a little bit, get wards down, and then all of a sudden you have map control.
But
And if they do it again, you fucking kill them again.
Like, chat, I know that you're quote unquote joking, but this has been something that people have been saying for the entire evening. Is why didn't they just ban Mori Centaur? So I don't know if you're joking. 'Cause I haven't watched any of the other GTI games. So you turn up and you're like, how did they give Mori Centaur? And I'm like, oh, this guy's going to be good on Centaur. And it's just like the most bog standard Centaur performance. And he picks it every single game. So
fine,
if it's a
but it's
joke
not, like,
and it's an
incredible.
in-joke, you can't expect us to fucking know it. Like, give some context. This game is over, but they're going to hold on because this is their elimination game. It's actually not. They dropped
Yeah.
down to lower brackets, so...
What they need to do is they need to get wards outside of the base. They have one right now. They're going to spot a lot of the dire heroes. Ooh, did they see that smoke? I don't know.
Oh,
they
they
did. You might need a
caught
BKB.
one!
I think Axe is just
Oh my
instantly
god.
dead.
Axe does get the grave. The Lich Ult comes
great
in, is
thing,
doing some bouncing.
The bugs.
Razor is in here. He's 1 against 3. Dazzle is a liver. They turn around in the Hex. They get the bug. The bug is dead. Meanwhile, the base, lads. Mori with a nice 2-man stun. Does get stunned up. There's the grave going in on the Razor. Lifestealer infests the Razor.
Oh, he died to 2 mega creeps.
Oh my god. The Dazzle
right click on
died to
Centaur.
Mega Creeps.
It was retaliate as well. It was both.
Okay. Alright, well, this is it. Vesper's going down. Ali with a click in on the Jakiro. The suck in on the Axe. Axe is down. And the game is over. Woof!
Painful end. I liked Medusa's items better this game as well, but I don't like the skill build. And I feel like it didn't progress. Dazzle also never spent his money. He's got 4,000 gold in the bank. That could have been an Octarine this entire time. Never sent to the secret shop. Some scaling issues. Definitely some scaling issues. But as a whole, the Radiant team, or was it Halo 3 soundtrack? They played pretty good. They played pretty good. They have more kills than their opponents. They just don't know how to stop the split pushing. And they itemized poorly in the late game on a majority of their heroes, which made the game tough.
Agreed.
I would have liked to see Jakiro maybe go for cast range this game, honestly.
Yeah.
Just sit really far back, follow up stun whoever Axe goes on. Like, whoever Axe goes on, you Macro Pyre and you Ice Path. They needed a Glimmer Cape on any of their heroes as well. If you're playing support and you are against a Weaver, it is the most obvious item to buy. Because when he bugs you, you Glimmer and they go away. It's so much faster. Glimmer yourself, Glimmer your allies that are dying. It really makes a big difference.
Well, Kev,
But
I want
they
to.
could've won.
They could have won. I do feel like they had the potential to win, But then that split push, like you said, too much for them to deal with. They just couldn't figure it out. They kept going top. That wave kept getting pushed, and they just get pushed back and back and back over and over again. And like you kept saying, this itemization, not great. But a decent performance. Just doing what they needed to, really. Just basically playing back. They lost the lanes in the first game and then won. I think in this game it was a lot more even. Looked like a much closer game. But then, yeah, they just don't fight as well, it seems. It's a damn shame.
I would argue that this game they definitely fought better. They fought better than consistently. But
Yeah.
just outfarmed them and bought good items on pretty much all of their heroes.
They did.
And so, mix of issues.
Well, Kev, thank you so much for joining me for the GTI upper bracket semi-final. I appreciate it.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it. It
Happy
was
to
a
join.
pleasure casting with you, brother, and it was great hanging out with you in Sweden. I shall hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful Christmas and an excellent New Year.
Thank you. And good luck to the last couple teams.
Thank you, brother. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, GDoe, for obsing and arranging. Tomorrow night we have, I believe, the lower bracket final.
Tomorrow night, yes, we have. There's actually a couple of other games going on as well, but you will be doing... No, you're doing the other upper bracket semi-final. Sus versus Black Country Widows.
Hell yeah. Okay, looking forward to
Now,
that.
Stesi's Ultra Shitters also, people argue too good, barely dropped any games. So, be good fun to see if they manage to win and then face
Interesting. So you're thinking that there's a potential for an versus those guys grand final.
I do. I think that could. Black Country Widows. I'm not gonna, sign their grave. Death warrant.
Sign their grave. Let's not sign their grave just yet. But excellent.
Exactly.
All right. I'm going to play Dotes with the Joe stack. So thank you very much, GDoe.
Catch you tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow. Plague will be joining me for that.
Plague, not Purge.
No,
okay,
not
good.
Purge. Plague. Plague. You know him. English fella.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Enjoy.
See you
Bye.
there. Bye-bye.